day one views, day one inflated views, make the money. Gee, thanks for the money, dummy. Give me the money. I can't wait for the money. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money. I need money. I need that money to pay my bills. By the way, I really desperately need the money to help with my tax situation. So, hint, hint. Money that I gotta spend. It's rare when I have to come out and say, guys, we really need tons of money today. When do I say that, right? Dude, you know how rude it is to ask people about money? Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
The despicable world of dark side Phil. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of dark side Phil. He needs your money to survive. Come along and watch him play. He's got some goals and you must pay. Tune in, watch him beg and cry. His bills are due, he just may die. The despicable world of Darkside Phil. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of Darkside Phil. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of Darkside Phil. He needs your money to survive. Watches begging streams all day. He sucks at games but makes you pay. Day off tomorrow and DoorDash. Send in some tips, he needs your cash. The despicable world of Darkside Phil. He needs your money to get by. The despicable world of Darkside Phil. He needs your money to survive.
There it is. Oh, my God. I mean, that is a horror movie cover. Seriously, he is scarier looking than It the Clown. I mean, that is a psychopath right there. I mean, look at him. God. Oh, I mean, it cries out, danger, danger, alert, alert. I am a scumbag. I am filth. I am your enemy. I've tried to do joke photos like this to look disingenuous, and I can make any face I want to. I can't pull it off. Because the eyes, Chico. It's always in the eyes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, hell on earth. He wants to run your life. He wants to control every aspect of your life because he knows he is a cowardly, degenerate sack of anti-human trash.
Ignoring all the trolls, to him they are just sound. When the kingdom reigns, there's no money to be found. Stuck in his castle to forever be housebound. He got himself a new PC. Now the trolls will cope and see. Blessed with riches from the king knows. But we all know where that money goes. The casino will bring him bad luck. The king will always fuck it up. Then soon the detractors will sing. Fell to the king, 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 fell to the king. taxes will run out, then the king will have to shout, taking their taxes and some coin, hoping for the casino to rejoin. And then the detractors will sing, fell to the king, 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 fell to the king. Trolls will cope, trolls will see, but will still sing, fell to the king.
Wilderness creatures come up to my back lawn, so cute, so fluffy, I let 'em in. It's so unhappy in here. DoorDash is late, UPS lost my cake, Netcode has got me down. Mr. Whiskers is there for me,
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome back. Tonight we're going to celebrate the May 1st burst. For those unaware, that was the time that Darkside Phil didn't know the camera was on and he cranked one out in front of children. Awesome, right? We'll take a moment to welcome in the live chat. I see we already got a pretty good attendance here. And so H-Bomb's version of the May 1st burst, what we played in our intro here, I thought this is got to be the best May 1st burst video, but I found one that's even better. But of course, there's a problem with that. It's going to get us demonetized, but I don't care because somebody used the Beat It song, and these huge mega media corporations, they're going to get they're going to steal the ad revenue for tonight. So, but I think showing everybody this one is worth the $25 or whatever I'll lose in the ad revenue, and I wanted to include it. I see Caleb is here. We'll do some shout outs. Ty Lee is here. Albania MP Yuri Anna is here, reminding us that was 15 minutes long. William Baker says, I think it's hilarious he won't stream today. Did he take today off, really? Well, maybe he's got his own May 1st burst going on, right? And Blazing Mad says, H-Bomb, big ups to you, sir. The antlers were a nice touch. Yes, and welcome in Scottish Alan 420, Third Eye 47. Bodie Connolly is here. Anna Louisa is here. Kevin Alt is here. Richard Evans, H-Bomb. Big ups to H-Bomb for the video and the intro. Ty Blee, Derek 258, Crusko, Archaic Revival, Adam Combo, Moth Loves Detracting, Plan D is here. Tricorder Transmissions is here. All right, so we're going to get to, and I'm sorry if I didn't call you out. Everybody is welcome. Glad to see you. And Third Eye says, what category do you boys think he was watching? Definitely gay midget porn. I think that's his thing. Gay midget porn. That's what he likes. Lady Nira Morrison is here. Brosiris is here. Wreaking Havoc 215 is here. Castillo, Johnny Cornbread. That's a great user ID. Derek 258 Crusko. Master Belly is here as well. I left Rich tomorrow's stream to be here, says Caleb. Interesting. And there is the first one for tonight. Praise the cash. Suffer Pig Roach. Thank you for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of the show. It is much, much appreciated.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Just so much money. Thank you, Splink. Very, very kind of you. So I'll be checking in with the live chat. For those unaware, we read every single super chat and thank every contributor. So let's play this video that's going to get me demonetized. But it's so good that I can't not, especially this being the anniversary of the May 1st burst. That's right, friends. 9 years ago today was the most entertaining and probably most watched thing that Darkside Phil has ever done. You may notice that things look a little odd today. That's because I'm moved in as of today. Still got a lot to do to my alternate streaming location in my home. It's just crazy too hot in my attic office up there. And I can't even stay in that room unless the air is blasting, but then it creates noise and the audio files, the local sound men at your local bar, they're audio experts. They cry and complain if they hear background noise. We'll take a moment to recognize Tricorder Transmissions with one for the gold. Drop the new DSP video from May 1st. We'll post a link. Is it on your channel at Tricorder Transmissions? I can try to get over there. Let me go to your channel. Is it on your YouTube channel? I'll look under your videos. I don't see it. So, and I'm not sure you could post a link. You can email me the link at truthseekershow@gmail.com. Especially if it's something May 1st related, I'd be happy to see it. I don't see, I can search your channel for May 1st. No, not really finding it. So you can email it to me if you would like. But I appreciate your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated, friend.
Cash money, bitches. Cash money.
All right. And we've got another one from Bodie Connolly. No message, just one for the goal. Thank you. Caleb, how do you like that? Because I'm so cheap. I'm like, man, am I really going to pay $50 for a game this old? But I loved Skyrim. I literally I'm not much of a gamer, but I spent years, at least a year, every day playing Skyrim. I think I've been in every inch of Skyrim. And I've never played the original Oblivion. So I'm thinking about buying the remaster, but I'm afraid of getting sucked into that world. And, let me know what you think, Caleb. Was it worth the $50? Stephen, spending some time outside in the sun is something you need. Yeah, well, I will. I have a cabin in the Pocono Mountains. I'll be going there this weekend. I got a lot of cleaning up to do. There's a lot of fallen trees and stuff. So I'll be working on the woods, in the woods, getting some sun. But thank you, Plan D. Moth loves detracting with 5. There's a 7-hour analysis video of the Switch 2 debacle by Phil Storian. The amount of stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, thank you, Moth Loves Detracting, for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much thanks to all of you.
Throw money at me.
Yes, throw money at me, not Phil. It makes him cry, right? You got the one with all the DLC. Yes, get it. All right, I'm going to break down and spend the $50. I haven't bought a game in I can't tell you how long. I like old games, retro games, I still play Amiga games on an emulator. Matthew Wilkie says the Rick COD did a video on DSP Gaming on how insufferable his begging for live stream donation tips are. And Rick talked about how live stream donation tips are not required by viewers. Yeah, I mean, it's not required, But I will say this, every YouTuber that I know has a different strategy. In my case, by far, the super chats are the biggest income here. The ad revenue is pennies. We're not getting hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of views. So everybody's strategy is different, I guess. Zeb Hill is here with one for the goal. Would you box Phil at Creator Clash 3? I would do that. Unfortunately, I had a brain aneurysm, and I have something called a coiling in my brain, and taking shots to the head when you have a coiling procedure done, it's basically they take this little tiny microfilament and they coil around the blood vessel to keep it from popping. So I may not medically be cleared to be able to do that. I could arm wrestle him. Canadian dick wrestling, anybody? Maybe Zeb Hill? But thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support.
I have a dangerously low bank account. Please tip me today.
Yeah, in my case, it is true. I do have a dangerously low bank account. I just paid my yearly income taxes. And I got to tell you, look, I'm not irresponsible like Phil. I put it aside. Every time I get money in that account for the show, I take 25% of it and I put it into another account so that at the end of the year it's there, but it still sucks to see those zeros. God damn, I had all this money in there and now it's all gone. Yes, Caleb, the graphics in the new remaster is Unreal Engine 5. It looks really nice. Troll with 2. You really need this money. You really do. Yes, I do. And thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people now.
Yes. And tricorder transmissions with one for the goal. Email sent. Thanks for the pig roasts. They're great. All right, I'll see if I can't get in. I'm on a new computer too, so hopefully I could get into my email here. And May 1st. Oh, an original song. Oh, we're going to play this. Absolutely. We'll play this. Let me get it. Let me share that. My dick is bent. Oh, no. All right. We're going to share this right now for Tricorder Transmissions. And thank you for your kindness.
Cash money, bitches. Cash money.
Cash money, bitches. Right? All right. Let's get into this. This is a song just for May 1st bursts. And I've got another one. Somebody took Beat It and they made the song all about Darkside Phil beating his meat in front of children. Suffer, Phil. All right, let's get into this one. We'll start with this then. Happy May 1st burst, everyone. It's the 9-year anniversary of DSP's greatest accomplishment on the internet.
Here we go. The world premiere of our NXS video. My dick is bent. Here it comes. My dick curves to the left, yeah.
What?
Every day it goes around my leg, yes. Kinda
Yeah,
like a
I did
rope.
see that, Caleb. He melted down
Yes,
over
it's that fucking long,
Nintendo.
baby. So I have to do several repetitions around my left leg.
This is Phil actually singing.
Dick
Yeah.
is bent slightly to the left. Dick is bent.
Oh boy.
It's hard to piss in the toilet, yeah. Late at night when
Oh my
I'm
God.
stroking my cock and this black guy is murdering this white guy. I look in your eye and then I blow my
World Star
load into
premiere.
it. Yes. Dick is
It
bad.
is a disgusting creature.
Slightly
Yeah.
to the left. My
Snore.
dick is bent. It's hard to pee in the toilet.
Yeah, he did
One
say
day
it
you'll
himself.
see how far to the left my dick can be. My dick gave her a heart attack, I said now. Tuesday she works in the library uptown.
Yeah, they did felt it pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So that's the day when I stay home and I beat it all for about 7 hours straight. All kinds of donkey
God.
porn and bestiality, yeah.
Bestiality.
Sometimes I watch a snowboard.
Yeah, this is really him
when
singing.
I reach climax. Ow! My dick is bent slightly to the left. Dick is bent.
The I'm Gay song is
It's hard for
better.
me
Yes.
to pee in the toilet. Oh yeah,
Yeah, it is
Bukkake
real.
face.
This is really him.
Dick is bent slightly to the left. Dick is bent, dick is bent. Someone help me
Oh,
stretch
thank
it
you.
back the other direction.
Matthew, I'm fine now.
please. Dick is bent, dick is bent, dick is bent. My
Oh,
dick,
man, this-
my dick has an extreme close up on Lincoln. Yes. Yes, I fight off the evil hordes with my bent dick to the left.
Bent
Even the
dick to
monkeys,
left.
the monkey again, he's like, fuck this. What the fuck are we watching? We don't know, we don't know.
Yeah, that's
Is
what
this
I'm thinking.
music or is this just noise?
What are we watching?
It's just noise, yes. My dick is bent, and so no one helped me with my dick, and it's still bent to the left. God damn it. Oh.
Oh boy.
And what was that final picture of a fucking fat dude with saggy
Oh
tits?
boy.
What was that?
How'd I do?
Here's the whipped cream. Ooh, what's she doing? Aw, you bitch. What a bitch. Take your goddamn top off. Look at that. It fits perfectly. Take your goddamn top off. The game better fucking listen to me right now. Top 10 video and me take your goddamn top off.
Great family streamer telling women to do that.
Yes.
What a scumbag.
Yes. All right.
Scumbag.
That's it. Fucking stupid.
All right, we made it through that one. Jesus. All right, we're gonna go to my favorite May 1st burst song that I've ever seen in my life, and this is the one that's going to get us demonetized. So thank you guys for the donos, because that will make up for the $25 or whatever I'm going to miss from the I have to play this. You'll understand why when you hear this one. This is my favorite May 1st burst video I've ever heard. And kudos to the person that made it. I think it's Empty Hero at Mega King made this. Like the dedication, they actually got like a Michael Jackson karaoke version of Beat It, redid the lyrics, and then sang it. This one's a banger, friends. A total banger. Let's get into it.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face as your nuts are clears. There's fire in your eyes and hair in your beard. So beat it, just beat it. You better run at all this, turn up your cam. Don't wanna see no blood, at least spit on your hand. You wanna be tough by shooting man jam. So beat it, but you're gonna be banned. So beat it, beat it. No one wants to see you skin. Showing how fucking strong is your shoulder. It doesn't matter, blow that fat load. Just beat it, just beat it. You skin it, don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
Woo-hoo! Oh yeah! Woo-hoo! Oh, oh, oh! Take 'em out! Go, go! Take 'em out! Oh, oh! Take 'em out!
Oh
Take 'em
no!
out! Take 'em out!
Oh
Oh,
no!
oh,
Beat
it!
Beat it, Phil! Beat it! Beat it, Phil!
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Oh shit! All right, wow, that was worth losing the ad revenue for. I don't care. That's the best May 1st burst video I've ever seen, right? It's pretty funny. So, do people know? Does he not stream on May 1st every year? He's not streaming today. Somebody said, right? That's pretty gross. And the fact that Phil has absolutely like no shame, right? Like the fact that he did that and he just went right on begging, right? Germ 70 with one for the goal. This DSP bit is basically the problem with his entertainment. He says something that is barely worth a chuckle and he stretches it out for minutes. Yeah, and I heard Matthew say even if he was making 100K a year after taxes, he would still have a real job because he's, you know, I agree with you. I mean, I don't know. I have multiple sources of income, Matthew, and I heard what you said about your skull fracture. Yeah, and I had this brain aneurysm, and I got a paralyzed eye out of it, but I walked away breathing. And in my case, all of the medical students came to see me because they'd never seen anybody survive the kind of brain aneurysm I have. Normally, the brain aneurysm splatters in your brain and you stroke out and die instantly. In my case, it wasn't ruptured, so they got to it with a bunch of brain surgeries before it popped. You know, Caleb Keppel says he's not because Rich Tomorrow celebrates it every year with a 12-hour stream. He's celebrating. Yeah, didn't even wash his hands, right? Yeah, and where did the jizz go, right? Where did the jizz even go? It's bizarro that he would do that, and like I guess he just like creamed one right under his desk, like on the floor, and then he just kept on streaming. You got to give it to him. All right, we're gonna get into. I thought first, Duty did a great. Duty had a great video of the Kino boys just felting the shit out of Phil. It's something else. Yeah. So we're going to cite fair use and go over this from Duty Streams. And this video is titled Kino Casino Roast DSP for Wage Quitting Games. Oops. No, 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Let me share my screen. I'm feeling a little out of sorts here. I always feel this way moving to this other streaming location. So pardon me if we have any technical issues tonight as well, but I think everything is working. I have basically a duplicate of the computer in my office, a pretty good, powerful workstation. Hopefully we won't have any tech issues. All the settings are the same. It's the same computer, same webcam, same microphone, everything. I just duplicated the setup. And big shout out to Duty Streams.
We're really glazing it, but it's just a pretty standard shooter.
Okay.
I don't know what I could do about that. It's a certain style of game that's very unique, correct? It's so different from the games that I normally would play. I'm not sure how to fix that. You know what I mean? I don't know how to make the stream more interesting when it's just a text-based game pretty much. So
yeah, maybe he put
I guess
it in
we're
the
gonna start. No,
I mean, he's cut
air
Hey,
gel
listen,
the
container.
game.
Phil.
It shouldn't be played on stream anyway.
No, but ultimately it's not down to the game, it's down to the streamer.
Yeah,
And there are streamers who I'm sure are able to make this game entertaining.
I'll
but it's
play
just
it.
Not
Ugh,
you, Phil.
that's
It
gross.
ain't
Really
you,
gross.
Phil.
I'll play it.
support is coming at all. Makes me a little worried, not gonna lie. Makes me a little worried.
So the bottom line is that nothing is really consistent. Okay, it's not. And it makes me
Need a bomber,
very,
Phil.
very nervous.
We now have, like I said, 8 straight streams, and every stream we've played of this game, we've hit support goals, but we also gotten support for the game before we started, and tonight we got 0.
What did he say?
He's
So
complaining.
he's saying the 8
nobody gave him money
episodes that
before
he's
he
played
started.
they've hit the goal every single time.
So
But he's saying that on those previous playthroughs, he got
Where's
support
my
before
load?
he booted the game, and tonight he hasn't. So we're behind schedule, and
by
you guys
one
need to cough.
by
you
one
need
goal.
to cough up some cash.
By one goal.
Pay up, bitches.
No, he's saying
Broken
that
bitches.
in order for him
Pay
to
up,
hit the
you
goal
brokies.
tonight, he needs to get money before he starts playing the game, like the other times.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
So-
He hit every other time, but he missed one before playing, and now he's seething.
yes.
Oh my
He
god!
He
missed
shot it
one
right
goal
on his
and
TV.
immediately
Who knows?
rage
Call
quit
me
the game.
Astro.
It's like, is this
Sheesh.
smart business? If
No.
eight straight streams, it was a success, and then one it missed, and then you just say, "Fuck this, I'm not
Yeah,
doing it anymore."
He dropped his Lego stream.
Doesn't really make sense.
No.
Bro, nothing.
From the inside.
Imagine being the one guy who donated during the 8 streams because you liked it, but you missed the one day because you're at work, and you come back and you're like, "Wait, canceled the game."
I know, it's like, bro, just complete the games that you start playing. But he's like scared that they'll make it. This is how
Yeah,
you don't
he'll
play.
go live
So
as soon as
he
80
just
billion is in
deliberately
his
half
account.
finishes fucking games in order to spite people for
He said he
making them.
grabbed
It's
the
pretty
tissue.
sad.
That's wild.
So
But
that's
he's
why
also,
they couldn't
like,
see.
lately, he's been really desperate for cash. Like, he's saying now that just 1 goal per stream isn't enough, and he needs 2 goals per stream. So he's saying he needs $600 per day, 6 days a week. And it's like, bro, you only have like 200 live viewers.
What
Yeah.
month
And
is
most of them are trolls. It's
Yeah, what
May.
does
I
he
mean, it's just
expect?
right after
Jesus
taxes.
Christ.
So he filed his
Oh, I-
taxes, and he's like,
I don't know
"Oh
if it's
my
taxes
god!"
or what it is, but he's fucking desperate. He's begging so hard. It's like, bro, this is unsustainable.
Wage
And then
quit
you wonder
Legos.
why you're
Yes,
missing
what a
goals.
loser.
It's like there's only so much money, bro.
Oh my god! This game was donated to him on stream, apparently.
See it because the exit wound, there is none. The bullet stuck on the back of the skull, so you couldn't tell he had been shot.
The object to the skull in the encephalitis
Oh wait, this is the one I was. What is it
to
lagging?
the cranium.
Yes.
Wow.
His stream keeps lagging out.
Why?
Very small exit wound here.
Oh no!
Let's go for it.
Mr. Me reminding everybody, hit that like button,
It's
you
tough, Phil.
cowards. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and
Have you
support.
seen this? It's absolutely
I have no
insane.
money. Why would
Look
you
at
give
the
that man money?
presentation on what's inside this can. All other canned tuna brands should be shaking in their
1
boots.
second.
This is natural catch yellowfin in organic extra virgin olive oil.
Pardon me. Sorry about that. I
What
didn't mirror
the
that
fuck?
one.
He's like, let's go for it. 97% success rate.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Me. Praise the cat.
Sure, go
Can
for
anyone
it.
explain what just happened?
That was very odd. What just happened was very bizarre. I was streaming, all of a sudden you guys in chat started saying what
Left
happened. The
there's
stream
gravity.
is like loading endlessly. And I looked and it said no data. And all of a sudden I looked like everything was freezing.
This is good. This is good.
OBS
Bro,
was freezing.
His face is like so melted and like it's like a wax figurine that's melted. He's like fucking Emperor Palpatine. Did he have another stroke or
No.
what happened?
He looks like one of the characters from Small Soldiers. Remember that movie?
Yes.
Yes,
Bro, look at the fucking shape of his forehead. What's going on
Oh,
there?
no,
Like his
Phil.
hairline is
Stop it, Phil.
gone, bro. It's cooked.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to
He
use
dyed,
that.
he dyed his hair. Yeah, he dyed his hair. Of
'Cause of
course.
YouTube.
So black, like it's an unnatural black. It's just for men.
Get it? He says that way too much, dude.
Master Belly, where's my
keyboard,
money?
my
You
mouse
dense.
was freezing.
Give
Everything on the
me
screen was
money.
freezing.
You get it?
Oh my god, look at this.
Thank you for your kindness.
Look at his face here.
dollar
Holy,
signs
what's
are too
going
powerful
on
for a
with
lot
his
of people,
mouth?
Praise the cat.
What's
Thank you, Master
wrong with
Belly.
his face?
Master Betty.
Man, what is
Sorry.
wrong with this dude?
Freezing entirely.
Oh,
And I was like, so obviously something is very wrong here.
That's
You
right.
get
I was
it?
trying to
Praise
figure out what
the
it
cat.
was. Then OBS crashed, had a big pop-up error saying there was some kind of a browser plugin
Yeah, I
error.
believe that.
He
Trolley
fucked
troll
up,
troll.
guys. Okay, we're back.
why do we
Correct.
need this long explanation? It's just like so long-winded. It goes nowhere.
He just goes like,
error, whatever that meant.
oh.
So I
yeah.
closed OBS, but then the mouse and keyboard
How
were
can
like
it be a
lagging,
streamer
and I
for
said,
this long
I'm
and
just
not
going to
know how to
restart the
work
whole
a stream?
PC. So I did,
Okay.
and I just want to take
Okay.
a look. Now everything seems to be working fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're at 20% CPU use.
We don't need to know.
Is it OBS?
We don't need to know. Just go. Oh
Said it was
God.
only using like 1%, but I guess that's OBS using 1%.
This is
Oh
crazy.
my god.
We're getting the whole breakdown on his CPU usage.
Task manager, like
Oh my.
explanation.
What a
Hey,
loser.
hang on, folks. Let me
Where now it's gone from a business meeting to a tech support session.
all right, here, guys.
These are
Get 'em,
things that
boys.
people really enjoy being a part of is tech support calls and
Dark
business
side of the
meetings.
Yeah,
force.
here we go,
Everybody's
guys.
favorite.
Ready? So Brave
It's never his
browser
fault.
here. We're using 3%. Wow. We got Photoshop at 0.1%. Discord's at 5%. Yikes. OBS at 2. That's not content, Phil. That's not content, Phil.
No, it is not. in
Get
any
it?
way.
57% memory
He's
to
going
run
full
OBS
review tech
stream and also the
USA.
browser. So I don't know. It might have been a memory
He's a
thing.
PC
It might have
gamer
actually been
now,
the memory
dude.
ran out. I'm
This
not
is the video I
sure.
was talking about, by the
But
way.
we're back.
Same one.
Sorry about that. I'll give everyone a minute to rejoin, and then we're going to resume. But now it's going to be a separate video, and there's nothing I can really do about
has
that.
more
You know what I
tech
mean? Like the
issues than
video's all
anybody I
screwed
know.
up. So
Non-tech.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Does not have
non-tech.
Premiere, does not stitch them together, can't export one vid.
basically, we were talking to these guys about the situation, and this is a red check. This means that after we do this check, if we fail, we can never do it again.
Watch this, Ash. This is
So maybe it's worth it
But yeah,
to put
I
one
just
into
think
composure
fuck that shit.
Oh,
right now because we
boy.
have 1 point and just see what happens. I think we might. I think let's do
Alright,
it. Let's
go.
put it into the
Watch
red
it.
check.
Yeah, there's something wrong with this
Let's do
computer.
it.
It's probably
So
filled
sorry.
with
Such a
Well,
mouth
now
drooling
fluff it.
moron.
This computer's a mess.
To 58%. So, man,
Okay.
we have a good chance.
Not
A good
really.
chance.
Put the gameplay in the
It's
bag. Phil.
decent. It's okay.
Oh
It's
man.
It's six. It's almost it's more than
Getting
not.
this, but we might not. We
Ash,
also
you're
don't
gonna
know what
laugh.
it's going to lead to. But we can try, and that's it. We don't have another one, right? No. And that's it. We can't equip anything. Yeah, we're trying. All right.
There you
Well,
go.
guys, everyone ready?
It's great how terrible he is.
Every
at
time that
games.
we have one that's in my favor, I
And
fail.
that's what he does
Seriously.
for a living.
So Fingers crossed, arms crossed,
Is
legs
that his whole
crossed,
life?
toes crossed.
Pretty much, you know,
Yeah,
everything
just
that's
stain
ever in his
management takes up
favorite
95% of the
Bro,
CPU.
look at his eyes. He looks like he's fucking baked or
Yeah, he
fucking.
looks.
Bro, his eyes are like fucking dinner plates. Like,
You're right,
what's
Mr.
going
B.
on? His
You're
head's
right.
like very alien-esque.
The green
He looks
screen's
like-
not helping, dude.
He looks like Paul. You know, the alien Paul.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Paul.
Like Roger
Oh,
from
wow.
Family Guy here.
Roger from American Dad, you mean? Yeah. All right, here we go.
Crossed,
boy.
everything crossed.
Here we go.
Let's see.
This
We
is so
get it.
funny.
Ready? All right, everyone, ready? We're gonna try this now.
All right.
He's trying to get people hyped up. It's so boring and low energy.
It is boring. and
3,
low
2,
energy.
1, go.
Oh.
Oh. Self-fulfill. Self-fulfill. That's tough, Phil. Oh,
That is
man.
What's up? Thank you. Where are we at? We're at 39, right?
39 away from the
Given
goal.
how many questions you've lobbed away,
I told you, it's ridiculous. I only seem to pass checks when I'm not supposed to. Tonight, I passed
Stuff that
2
games
low
and
chance
makes
checks
you pay.
to further the investigation, but I can't pass the ones that are in my favor. It sucks ass.
well, this one, but he's always fidgeting.
It was like
I agree,
it's
Blazing
bro.
Man.
All right, so now
No,
I
he had 58% chance of winning.
Yeah.
He had the
But it's
favor.
barely,
Get a
barely
job,
in his favor.
Says
though.
Blazing Man.
Only
Get a job,
8%
Phil.
edge. It's not like it was 95%
Yeah.
and he still didn't get it.
have other questions. That sucked ass.
My 8-year-old
Why don't
could
you
Blazing
take
It
a
Man
gets
few
better,
days?
Ash.
Yeah,
It gets better.
In fourth place for another sub.
Wow,
This
38.
is Keno,
Let's
yeah.
hit that goal. Let's do the post show tonight, folks. Mad support tonight. Thank you guys.
Not in the
See, that's how you do it,
arresting
Phil.
mood.
You just mentioned the
By
goal.
your side, the lieutenant keeps his
Politely
hand away
remind
from
your
his
audience,
holster.
your viewer supported.
You hear the nylon of his coat hiss.
I'm
as he
39 away
steps
So
from
closer.
the
funny.
goal? That's interesting.
So look, you confess
yeah,
to
yeah.
murder. I'm taking you in steps
Interesting.
even closer.
Synchronicity,
Look,
troll.
I know you think you're doing
What's
your
this?
job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
Uh-oh.
That's an Easter 50.
It's
As
just-
the
it's just so
display
funny. You're gonna laugh.
monstrosity.
Suff a beg
It'll
for
blow
me,
your head
boyo.
clean off.
Yeah. Can we hit it?
We can still
Blazing
try to
Man?
arrest
We
him.
can try. Yeah.
Does he really want
By
to
the way,
mess
we
with us?
got Anissa's sad tip for 5 more subs. We are 33
Let's
away
go.
from the goal.
Thank you. He's a sad tip.
Yeah.
So, Ash, let
good
me explain
show.
to you what happened
Not
here.
a
He's
show.
trying to arrest these people for the
This
murder.
game is way over Phil's
who are
head.
like the
yeah.
the workers,
He's
right?
a
The
moron.
dock
he can't even play
workers.
a children's
The guy
game
has
right.
a gun aimed at his head, and he decides to go with.
Not yet. Next
You're
week,
under
we're
arrest.
gonna
grab
we're gonna
his wrist.
Do that.
Watch what happens.
We're
That's
gonna
not
do
going to
the-
go good.
I don't know. What do we
Darkside
do?
Phil's gonna.
to do.
He's
Even
gonna
better than
tough
what you
one.
think.
guest
Even
host
better
his
than what
own
you
pig
think.
roast.
Screw it.
The
Grab
last
it.
thing you hear is a little murmur.
What?
Not a blast, not an echo. No one screams.
His dents get
It's
their
more
government
dead
money
cops.
today, yeah.
Sad news from
The disability checks come in today.
Bodies of 2 police officers are found floating
He's
in the canal.
seething.
No,
It's
Ash,
believed
fucking-
the
it's even
officers were
worse. It's
pursuing
even
a
worse.
Oh, man.
investigation into well-organized neighborhoods.
Are you looking for the
Ah.
most affordable?
1 second. All right, 1 second. There we go.
To the game? You're serious?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You're serious?
Looking
I
at
have to
trying to
do the
figure it
whole
out.
thing over?
Suck a Phil, you loser.
He didn't save for an hour.
Oh no!
He
This
didn't
is why. This is why he quit it,
He
bro.
didn't
You
save
made him
for an hour.
You didn't save the game for an hour? What a
Oh my
dummy.
The
God.
game has a game over?
Yeah, it has a few game
Yes,
overs, actually. Yes, there are parts you could lose.
And then I have to redo all of that from the start? Are you fucking kidding me?
How
How would I have
quit?
known that that's
What a
how it would
wage
end?
quit.
Because the guy had a gun to your head and you clicked grab it. And there was no check, by the way.
Moron.
And why is the autosave from an hour ago?
Because you're a moron.
Well, Phil, it's the autosave, Phil.
Back here.
You've got to be joking.
You've gotta be fucking shitting me. This game still doesn't fucking work. Yeah, retro
Dude, you gotta
gamer,
be
by the
joking.
way.
It's been 2 fucking days.
I'll issue, Phil.
The autosave is from an hour ago?
Bro, in this game, anywhere I walked, I would save before I would do the thing.
Suffer, Phil. Suffer,
I did
piggy.
not want this. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, bro!
Safely see it beside his
Awful,
orderly
Phil.
handwriting.
You've got to be kidding me.
Shriveled head of cauliflower. The squashed bullet. This will have to be one of those epic tasks.
This is nonsense. They're going to try to make me do it all over again?
Save the game.
Now I'm going to
dumbass.
fail this.
Save the game, you dumbass.
This is nonsense.
He's
They're
just
forcing
getting
me
no support. In fact,
Yeah,
I don't think
YouTube
he
doesn't
gets
like
any more
me
support for the
as a
rest of the stream.
Content creator
To be
using
honest,
one
I
of
think
those.
he ended it at $40. No. Oh man.
To do the whole thing again?
Yes, you didn't
It's
save.
his fault.
Because there's a bullshit
Blame
game
the game.
over in the middle?
Bearing the RCMs. You can't
Now it's going to fail. No,
He is so sad.
Now he's doing it again, but it's all failed.
oh, fuck this.
All right, well, we got to the end of that. Yeah. And I hear what people are saying. 1 second. Yeah, I hear what people are saying about things to get around those commercials, but YouTube really doesn't like that. Local 556 is here and says this dude is his own worst enemy. Oh, he sure is, man. It is ridiculous. Oh, let me get to the next video. And then the next one, we won't have those ad problems because I did mirror the next video that I'm sharing. I have 2 more to go. I don't know if we'll get through both of them, but we can give it a try. 1 second. Visibility. There we go. He wage quits the Lego builds. Okay, 1 second. Let me just share my screen. Yeah. I'm kind of happy that everything is technically going okay. Like no major tech issues. Like I said, I'm on a new computer, new streaming setup in another area of my house due to environmental issues. And big shout out and thanks to Snort Hogan for the clip.
May. If we don't hit the goal tonight, then that's it. We've done 3. We did the succulent plant. We did the Minecraft behind
If we don't hit the goal, I'm never building Legos again, you
And we've done
losers.
the piranha plant. 3 is great. I would like to do more. Personally, I enjoy these nights. I find them relaxing. I find them fun to just hang out with you guys while I'm doing something
You're right.
else.
He doesn't.
And
he
to
doesn't
actually
understand
build
how it
something
looks.
for the background that's tangible that we can see is pretty darn
Yeah,
neat,
I'm
in my
gonna.
opinion.
That's what
I
I'm
really
gonna
like
do,
doing it.
Mr. Inflato.
If you guys don't like it,
Mr.
and
N.
you know, it dies out in popularity,
That's exactly what I'm gonna
because
do.
we've already done 3, then so be it. So let's see how it goes tonight. Keep in mind, if we hit the support goal tonight, it gets us closer.
I'm
to our
going to say
big
this
marathon.
one more time for everybody making these comments. YouTube does not like those things. And as a YouTube content creator, I think that I could get a strike for either encouraging their use or using them myself. I am just going to buy YouTube Premium. Most of what I watch on like television, even in my living room, is YouTube videos. I watch a lot of documentaries and things, so it'll be a good thing to just buy the YouTube Premium, never see an ad again. Just pay it by the month, and of course, yeah, that's sort of a business expense, so I would write that off.
Reward. Right now we're at 42. We got to hit 50. The marathon reward is the viewer's choice event.
We got to
You
hit
guys
the
are now
goal,
nominating
guys.
and are
We
gonna vote
got to
on
hit the
games for me
goal, or
play
I'm
during
going
that
to
event
die.
while I'm drinking for hitting milestones of support. So it'll be interesting.
You know, he's getting to the point where I think he's going to like, listen, guys, if we don't hit the goal, I'm going to hang myself. If we don't hit the goal tonight, I'm going to hang myself. Can we hit the goal so I don't have to hang myself?
Test games while I'm buzzed. And also, usually a playthrough or 2 that comes out of those events becomes a full game. You know what I mean? Like you find a game you never heard of it before, you play it, you're like, oh wow, this is really good, right?
So I can't believe he's seething because he didn't make enough money on the last Lego build. So if he doesn't make a certain amount of money, he's never doing Legos again. And the funny thing is that this whole thing, started because his wife was building Legos. So Phil gets the bright idea, like, oh, I'll just do Legos. That will be my new form of content, doing Legos, right? It's kind of ridiculous. Like, who wants to pay people to build a Lego set?
So there you go. Let's see how it goes. All right, so speaking of which,
I bet you a hot chick in a bikini could get paid to build Legos on stream, but not Phil.
Let's get some support rolling here tonight. Let's get our first contributions. Let's get our first super chat, our first membership, our first.
Here's the e-beggar sampler. He wants one of each thing. Oh, speaking of one of each thing, I forgot to check in with the Kick chat, so I will do that. And I can't do that. Maybe I can. New computer. I haven't logged in yet. Hopefully they'll let me. Let's see. Yes, they did. Okay. So I can give some shout outs to the Kick chat. 1 second here. So shout out to Zoomer Dylan, Diaper Fur 1488. Big shout out. Higher Hair Gaming Real, Scopely CFO is over there. Zoomer Dylan, I mentioned. Scopely CFO, Miss Organist is there as well. Welcome one and all, and I will check in with the Kick subs. For those unaware, if you become a subscriber on Kick, or you gift a sub, we call out every single one of those. So none to call out yet, but we will if I see any, we will call them out, and we read every single super chat. Like this one from Abraham M. Felting Piggy at the beginning of the month and ending Wilcox's grifting career at the end of the month on Steve's birthday. The Lord is good. Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're going to have David Wilcox Scam Weekend. This weekend, I have compiled, I think there's 3 videos that are like 8 hours long, and there's 1 video that's 2 hours long. So there'll be 4 videos premiering this weekend where we will cover all of David Wilcox's major scams: the hover car scam and free energy scam, the PayPal donation scam, the GoFundMe scam, and more. Thank you very much for your kindness, generosity, and support. Abraham M. It is much, much appreciated.
Why did I spend the money? Someone asked me, why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
That is Bumside Phil. Thank you, Abraham M. And let's continue with this.
First tip and our first gifted sub over on Kick. This week has been very slow on Kick. Give you perspective here.
Oh, now he's going to cry about Kick being slow.
We have 33 subs on Kick.
Yeah, mine's kind of slow too. I'm not crying.
This far into the week, that's actually way low. We had entire streams with nothing from Kick, so it'd be great to get some Kick support tonight. If you're watching on Kick, thank you. I am part of the Kick Partner Program, so simply your views help me out.
How did he become part of the program?
Hopefully we can get some good
Kick Partner Program before me.
It says I have blank viewers. I'm not even kidding. You won't even tell me how many viewers I have. It's blanked out.
Suffer, Phil. You have no viewers on Kick. None.
It hasn't registered yet. Maybe I only have like 2 viewers, so therefore it doesn't show me a viewer number. It won't even show me how many people are watching, so I guess I'll check it back later. But the more people who watch on Kick, the better. Okay? Kick has been glitching for an entire hour. Well, there you go. Thank you.
All right. 1 second here. Also, if you gift a membership on YouTube, we give you a big shout out and a thank you. So thank you, Charles McDonald, who just gifted 1 Truth Seekers membership. Very, very kind of you. And you should hit that subscribe button, friends, because when a kind and generous person like Charles McDonald gifts a membership like he just did, you could win one. Like Filth Pig 69, who was gifted a free membership by Charles McDonald. Thank you, Charles McDonald, for your kindness, generosity, and support.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
Well, I have some money now, courtesy of Charles McDonald. Thank you for your kindness. Yeah, let's get some member bombs. And by the way, there's a preview of my new Kick Only show. I know I've been talking about this for a while, but it's taken so long to put this new show together. I forgot how hard it is to start from zero, and build an entire show. But it's okay. I'm rapidly getting there. I'm going to talk to H-Bomb this weekend, and hopefully he's going to help me with some of the final preparations. We'll soon be doing a kick-only show that will be uncensored, and I can't wait for my tongue to be untied and be able to say virtually anything I want, within reason. But this YouTube stuff is rough sometimes.
Ozzy likes the shirt. You'll see many shirts like this over the spring and summer. Sometimes if the shirt fits well, I'll button it. Sometimes if it doesn't fit well, I'll just wear it as
My wife would never let me leave the house in a shirt like that. But then again, Phil doesn't leave his house, so I guess it's okay.
An overshirt with a nice sleek undershirt like I'm doing today. This shirt doesn't really button properly. That's why I stopped wearing it as a button shirt.
He has a meltdown.
Keep getting banned.
He has a meltdown over this shirt issue.
This is so frustrating. Stop getting banned. Stop it. I don't want to keep unbanning.
Yeah, well, you're the one that banned him, you moron. What a moron. You're the one that banned the guy.
I just unbanned the person who requested to be unbanned for the record, okay? That's not true at all. I'm not the only one who bans people on my streams. That's ridiculous.
Oh.
Do we have $1 of support? Let's get some right now. Like I said, if we hit the goal tonight, we continue with Lego Build Nights. If we don't hit the goal tonight, then that's a sign. It means you guys are tired of it, right? I like the Lego Build Nights. I want to keep them going. They're not every week, but you do them 2 or 3 times a month.
He doesn't get enough money for playing with Legos.
Really fun.
He's going to stop playing with Legos.
It's going to look really nice in the background for May. So I'd like to do more. I would like to keep up the Lego build. Okay?
Yeah.
Toasty
as long as there's money in
I don't know if
it.
people keep saying this. Stop making shit up. Toasty was not banned at all today. People all started saying this, and he wasn't. This is stupid.
Not antagonist. Have you seen It's the Guy Phil
Slayer,
Gets
I'm glad
Bullied
you like this
on
Go
F13?
Elysium. I mean, I do too.
No,
I
I haven't
think
seen
it's a
that.
very good viewer
But
game.
thank you for your kindness. Maybe
not,
we'll get
it's
to
fine.
that if we
It's
have
more
time
you enjoy
later.
The dialogue.
The dollar
yourself.
signs are too powerful for a lot of people,
I think
man.
that's why it didn't work. It sucks. I really liked it.
Thank you for making my dollar signs more powerful. Number
Oh
one
yeah, Phil
antagonist.
Vester deserved it
Praise
earlier
the
today.
cash,
100%.
bitches. Let's hit our goal.
What a
Fuck
stupid
Phil.
idiot. The way that he was talking on the street.
Yes,
Like,
his
let's just keep
moves are
bringing up
growing.
everything that's going to cause drama in a row. And then
Because
I
he's
have it
fat.
out with him and say stop. And then he says the dumbest possible thing.
Call him the
Yes,
F
Phil
slur,
Vester
my
was a
Lord,
LARPer.
do
Like
it.
a lot of people, sadly, in the kick
Please.
chat, he was
No,
a LARPer.
YouTube doesn't like
Someone
that
who
word
pretends
at
to be
all.
A fan, but then all of a sudden he starts referencing toxic things, negative memes, dumb shit that hurts me. He's an asshole. And everyone
It
knows
does look like he had a
People who are
stroke.
all acting all, oh no, guys, you know who he is, because probably some of you are
And
the
that
LARPers
beard
too.
is
I'm not
hideous,
stupid.
isn't it?
All right, so you just shut up about him.
That beard is hideous.
All right, well, guys, we're going to get started. We have $1 of support. That's not a good start. To start a Lego Build Night where the
He's
future of Lego
seething.
Build Nights hinges on if we hit the support goal
Phil,
tonight. We
I
have
think I
$1.
got
That's
$20 or
not good.
$30
Keep in
before
mind,
I even started
we
the
want to
show,
not
you
only be hitting the
loser.
goal, but we want to be trying to exceeding goals so that we can get to the marathon more quickly. I wanted to do the marathon over the weekend. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah,
It
I
looks like
need
it's
that
probably gonna
money,
happen
douche
early to
Chad.
midweek next week.
Deutsch
I'm
chat.
good, Leo Kira. I'd be better if we got some support rolling to get the momentum going. As
All
we
right,
started.
thank
I'd be
you.
much
Master
better,
Belly
but
says, here's another one for meaningful
I guess
content.
it is what it is. I guess we're going to have
Praise
a
the cash,
night.
bitches.
Again,
Praise
the
it.
future of Lego builds is on
I
the
have no
line
money.
tonight.
Why would you give that man money?
Shall we begin?
Thank you, Mr.
I guess
Betty.
we'll start. No reason to dilly-dally any further. Nothing else coming in, so I really, I'll be honest with you. I hope this isn't the final Lego night. I like doing this. I don't like doing it every week, but I really like doing
He's
the
got a
Legos.
12-year-old
really
kid shirt on.
That
Yeah, yes.
Succulent Build didn't take a break. It was really fun to do the Minecraft one during my birthday marathon, and I actually had a great time last week building the first half of this guy. So
Well
I do hope that it
swayed.
continues, but I can't make people show
He
up.
got
and
a whole
support the
dollar.
content. That's up to you guys if you like it or not. So let's see how it goes tonight. Okay.
He does look like
All
a
right, here we
human
go.
Simpsons character.
And I want to say this for those who have watched me do these Lego builds over the last few months.
Troll
Remember, we started in
Troll says
February with the
halfway to the
succulent
goal.
plant
Are
build,
we?
which was 3
No,
streams.
we're only at 15
Then during my
of
birthday marathon,
50.
we actually built
I think
the Minecraft
Unless I'm
sword
behind.
build, if you remember that. And that's been in my background all month long for April. And now here we are on April 30th, and we're going to finish the Piranha Plant build. I want to say
we're at
thanks
15
for
of
watching.
50.
Thanks for those who showed up live to engage.
Almost
and thanks
halfway.
to those who have supported in any way, whether it was here live on the streams, whether it was
Yeah,
on
he should
demand,
do it
whatever
because
it
he
was.
enjoys
Thanks.
it. But
I
it's all
really
about the
like
money
doing
with
these
him.
streams because they're very different than my normal content. It's not gameplay, right? It allows me to actually have fun doing something
He
different.
stopped
and hanging
wearing
out and
silly
having
gamer
discussion
shirts.
and interaction with all of you. All right, and I absolutely really have
How
liked
much
doing
longer
it. I
can
would
his
like to
wife
continue.
last? Yeah.
FYI, I already said to the audience that tonight, if we get support, if we hit our goal, I will do another build in May, confirmed,
right.
locked in.
Cult speak.
What will the Lego build be? We don't know yet.
He
We're gonna
needs that
talk about
money,
it. We're gonna
friends.
probably
He only got
take
$1
look at
so far.
various Legos that are available on podcasts over the next week or
Imagine
two.
being a genuine
Anyway,
fan of DSP.
Thanks to those who've been here. Again, if we hit the goal, if we do well tonight, we will confirm there will be
He's
another.
got the praying
Lego build
hands.
coming up
Come on,
in May.
guys. We got to hit the goal.
Did I set up background music? I didn't have time. This is what I keep telling you guys too. Like, I really don't have time for anything that you guys think like, why didn't he set up background music? Why didn't he do this? Why didn't he do that? Do you want to know what I did? Here's what I did. I finished my stream earlier today.
Yeah, he's so lazy. First, his excuse for no background music was it'll get copyright claimed. There's hundreds of channels on YouTube with Creative Commons free music that you can stream anywhere you want with, and it costs literally nothing, right? So it's just one of those things. Like it doesn't take long to do that, Phil. Go find, a piece of, a playlist, put it on a separate computer if you have to, whatever, and play it. Otherwise, you're just sitting there like a lunk building Legos for 3 hours with no music. The least he could do is play some Creative Commons music, this loser. And then he's going to rage at the fucking people in the audience who are saying, why don't you do background music, Phil?
I went to my PC. I had to make thumbnails for the 2 videos, which took about a half an hour.
It took him a half an hour to make 2 thumbnails? His thumbnails are like generic as shit.
Then I got the videos uploading.
Didn't he have somebody doing the thumbnails for him and they quit?
And then I went downstairs. I immediately had dinner with my wife. After that, I cleaned up, washed up everything, the dishes or whatever. Went outside. I did some chores outside that I had to do for tonight. I went to the couch. I sat down with my wife for 20 minutes.
We need
and
a
had
cut
cup
of the
coffee.
money.
And then I came back up and immediately turned on the stream.
Yeah.
And here we are. I don't have.
Or
I
Cake
don't have
Revival.
time.
If he was happy, people
I
might
swear to God, people
might
think that I
watch.
have like insane amounts of free time. I don't. I just don't.
Yeah, he's an
If I
unemployed,
did, I
childless
totally would've come
shut-in,
in here
but
and set
somehow
up
he has no
music.
time.
I don't have time for it. I don't even think about it. I don't have the moments of free time you guys think I have. So anyway,
Yeah, he
here we
spends
go.
all his time on the internet begging. He doesn't have time to do pre-production work, guys. It's all lies. Yeah.
Narwhal Gaming asks the following. Here's some interesting pieces. Look at those. Now that I have tried this goal system for a while on my stream,
he just
so I
picks
think that I missed the
preloaded
intensity
thumbnail. He
and hype of
doesn't
the streak
actually make
system.
new ones.
No,
You're right.
absolutely not. The streak system is good for building hype, but the problem with the streak system is that, quite frankly, the people who are my biggest supporters
When he says he did the
literally
dishes,
can't be on every stream.
He means
There's
he threw the
always
paper
going
plates
to
in the
be
trash.
a stream that's slow. Do you get it? And by the way, I should move all this stuff. I realized. Move all my controllers out of the way here onto the floor.
This is so exciting, positive, and
Even you know what I'm
meaningful
saying?
content.
Like even the most popular games are the the biggest things going on.
You're right. You're right.
There's
He
always
can drink
going to
gin and
be
pull
a
Hogan's
time when
with
sadly
Brent's
the
money.
people who can support the most can't be there. You know what I mean? So the streak is always going to end. It's just a matter
Yes,
of
kick
when.
goals are off.
And it sucks when it
Yeah.
ends, and now you've got to get back on track, and you've got to maintain, and then there's this drama every single stream. It becomes exhausting. It becomes a fatigue, like when we had the vest streak, right?
Oh,
So I don't like it.
He doesn't
I really
like
don't.
it.
I
He
like
doesn't
the
like
idea
it,
of these
friends.
goals is that if we hit them, great. If we don't, it's okay to.
Oh, wow. Would you look at that? That is awesome. Virgil16 just gifted 10 Truth Seekers memberships. Praise the cash. Praise the cash. Thank God Almighty. And God bless Virgil16 for helping us to praise the cash. And this is why you got to subscribe, because all of these people, Turtle Dude was gifted a free membership by Virgil16. Tina Tomaszewski was gifted a free membership. Winter was gifted a free membership. Something was gifted a free membership. Nick Rakita's parole officer. Oh my God. was gifted a free membership. Abigail was gifted a free membership. Only, no, I'm sorry, I can't read this one. Let me try to read it this way. Please bear with me, friends. I'm visually impaired. Only Iced Kit Kat was gifted a free membership. Martian Manchild gifted a free membership. PW Dubs gifted a free membership. And Alex was gifted a free membership, all by Virgil16. Very, very kind and generous of Virgil. We'll give you a big shout out and a big praise to Cash. Thank you from Phil.
Day one views, day one inflated views, make the money. Gee, thanks for the money, dummy.
Give me the money.
I can't wait for the money. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I'm so just enveloped in greed and money. I need money. I need money. I need that money to pay my bills. By the way, I really desperately need the money to help with my tax situation. So, hint, hint. Money that I gotta spend. It's rare when I have to come out and say, guys, we really need tons of money today. When do I say that, right? Dude, you know how rude it is to ask people about money? Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
Thank you, Virgil16, who is already a Praise the Cash member and big support tonight, gifted 10 True Seekers memberships. Very, very kind of you. And Virgil says, I showed Kino support last night, so I thought I'd come and drop some on a friend of the casino. Thank you very much. And thank you so much for your kindness. The end is near. Beware with one for the goal. A channel showed he spent $4,000 last month on Hogan. Yeah. On the children's wrestling game that he wastes all of his money on. What a loser. But it is what it is.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
Thank you. The end is near. Beware. Let's continue. And happy May 1st burst, everyone.
To have a slow stream or two. As long as it's not a giant streak of it, we can still consistently get rewards. We can still consistently do fun stuff, right?
We can get rewards. I love how he says we can get rewards. Like, is your audience filling their fat faces with like pizza and Arby's burgers when you do? Or are you getting the reward, Phil?
Yeah, there you go. I really just don't like the whole streak system. The streak system is still there if you've replaced it with momentum. Well, listen, the whole idea is that you do want to be hitting goals, right? That is the truth. You want to be hitting goals.
Even if you have to beg for it, you're going to hit the goal, even if you have to beg like a crackhead.
Possible to do so.
Watch me
if
eat,
you can't,
enjoy.
It's not the end of the world.
Yes.
And that's the difference between the streak and not doing the streak. Now, yeah, there is momentum. If you hit multiple goals in a row. That's absolutely momentum. And that's something cool to try to maintain.
Wow, he spent $48K on that video game.
But
since last year, maybe more now. Crazy.
You know, there's nothing you can really do about it. You can just try.
And you know what's funny about this whole him spending tens of thousands of dollars on that game? You know, like that game company could just go out of business and the game could be gone. And you put like hundreds of thousands of dollars into this game? It's a children's wrestling game.
God, it just moved like this. Ow. Ouch.
I don't think I would like Lego builds, man. I don't really like puzzles, you know?
That got my thumb right there, but that's okay.
I got to build this circus tent for the Internet Insanity Circus for some of the puppets. And it's been sitting in my living room, I think, for 2 weeks now because it's such a pain in the ass to put it together.
Not that bad. All right.
I gotta work on that tonight.
I think you'd have time to put in background music if you hired an editor and you had Kat pick up on more work at home. Doesn't seem too hard to put in music. I had editors. Editors. I do still have some, but I had more editors, and it kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
With a lot of stuff going on.
Because you didn't have money to pay them. Because you're broke.
Of harassment, trolling, all kinds of shit. Okay.
I know my wife would divorce me if I did that.
It wouldn't even matter if I hired someone right now. I don't even think anyone would be trustworthy to be an editor of mine because of all the nonsense going on. Like I said, all the LARPing, as I've said, right?
Could you imagine spending $500,000?
I wish that I could, but sadly, I just got to do a lot more work for myself these days, which means I just don't have free time. Kat does not work on my business at all because she doesn't. She has nothing to do with the business. She's not part of the business. She's not going to be doing anything regarding my YouTube channels or anything like that. So, no.
Watch me do
She has
something
enough
I
stress in
barely
her
want to
life
do in the first place.
With the job she works, cooking meals, doing things around the house, and her other things that
Minimal
she does,
effort.
she doesn't need to be involved with
Yeah.
my work as well.
Yeah,
Now we're
it
at
is
22
minimal
bucks to
effort.
support and climbing. Guys, that is good momentum.
$22. He got a whole
continue with that
$22
momentum,
worth of
shall we?
support.
Okay.
My God, $22.
All right. That gets us up to 28 bucks to support and climbing. Again, if we hit the goal tonight, it will lock in and confirm
What a loser.
that we will be doing another Lego build next month. Okay? Okay, cool. They want me to take this brownish, fleshy colored rod.
Yeah.
I guess I just said fleshy rod. I did say that. And they want me to take another one of these tiny red
He's got a cat son, yes.
Or the 2 crosses in it.
He does. He barely hit puberty. Look at that shit beard of his. He's low T. Low testosterone.
They want me to take this fleshy rod and insert it right there into the hole. And then they want me to push
That sounded dirty.
all the way in, as deep as it can go.
That sounds dirty.
Then they want me. What's up, Vietnamese comrade? Then they want me to get.
He is a shut-in hermit,
one of
Damon
these
Vector. Absolutely.
red cylinder sleeves. And they want me to push that all the
That's
way up
sad,
the fleshy
Damon
colored
Vector.
rod. So put a sleeve on the rod like that. You see that? Then
I love how he's building something that like an
They want me to take
8-year-old.
one
It's
of-
designed for like children
they
8
want to
and
take one
up.
of these pink
And he's still
rounded
struggling.
tips. I'm not making this up.
Yeah, I have
This is
some
what we're
things like
doing.
that Archaic Revival.
And
I
they
do
want me to
have
put
a little bit of
that
help in some
all
areas.
the way down the fleshy rod as far as I can jam it. There
What's
we go.
he
So
trying
it's
to
nice and
build
tight
a
on and nice and
relationship?
snug.
Suffer, Phil, you
Put that
loser.
on one side.
No
here,
sex in the snort fort. No.
like this. So it's on there. You see that? And then they want me to do exactly the same thing and put it on the other side so it's
Phil's
symmetrical.
wife wants him
So
to
we have to
insert
do all
his
of that
fleshy
over
rod
again.
into her hole.
We
Yeah.
have to find another. I found
A
it.
lot of
Another
people say
fleshy
his wife
colored
left
rod.
him. I don't
Very
know.
Nice. Now we have to find another one of the. Another one of these pieces. Where is it? Here it is.
He spurs out at attractive women in games. Yeah, he's gay. That's why.
Shove the fleshy rod into the red hole. Oh, ow. Hurts. All right, then.
Yeah, sleeve on the rod. You can never be too
Take one of the
careful.
red sleeves and put it on again. All I'm doing is describing Legos.
I had a friend that suffered from that
All
really
I'm doing is
bad,
describing
Mr.
Lego pieces,
Enfilade.
so you all have
He
some
never
problems
leaves his house.
if you're
Never.
thinking of anything else. Then we have the pink tip. I have to take this rounded pink tip and shove it right onto the fleshy rod. Okay? Nice and tight and snug. And we put it on the other side.
Either she left or
Then we're gonna
she's
take the
buried
black
in the
piece, the black
backyard.
rod, and we're gonna
Yeah,
have that
I
stick
used to
out.
love her, but I had to kill her.
And then
Xbox
we're gonna
nuisance.
put the rounded piece underneath this big piece that looks like a tower, a pyramid, or a missile head.
He's tapped because
And
Panda
then
was
that
withholding.
is going to
Yeah.
go onto the black rod. Impale the black rod. Just
You're
like
right.
that.
Could you
Okay,
imagine being a
we got
woman?
to ask, don't ask me what that's supposed to
And
be.
like,
You can
if you're his
assume-
wife, I
you can
guess
tell
you-
me
you
what
legally
that
have to
looks
bang him.
like in the video comments or in the chat. But I'm not going to say a word. You can just think of it for yourself what you think that might look like. Okay. All right. Anyway.
Oh, jeez.
This is, I swear, this is an official Lego build night. This is real. I didn't make this set up. This is really officially Lego. I'm not kidding. Okay, let's continue.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Splink with one for the goal. I do want you guys to know that I do like Lego. It's a fun hobby. I built this one and it took me about 2 hours. It took Phil over 6 hours, if I recall. Oh, that is just so pathetic, Splink. And the funny thing is like, aren't these sets for like children 8 and up? So like like Lego believes an 8-year-old could build this thing in a couple of hours. It took Phil 6 hours to build this thing. 6 hours, friends.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Thank you, Splink, for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of the show. It is much, much appreciated. Big up, Splink. Thank you very much.
He says, jam the rods in like a metal rod up your ass. Oh, there you go. It's this guy. Thanks for the Thanks for the tip. I don't know why this guy thinks about metal rods up an ass all the time. Maybe it's a fetish of his or something.
Oh, whoa!
Now, 33
big
out of support out of the 150 goal.
We want to take a moment to thank a very special Kick viewer. We have Sandy Q gifted 5 subscriptions on Kick. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Sandy Q, I haven't seen you in the live chat. Big shout out and thank you. If you gift some subscriptions or become a subscriber on Kick, we give you a big shout out and thank you. So big shout out and big thank you to today's MVP of Kick gifted subs, Sandy Q. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated. I'm going to make so much money today.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
All right. That's how it's done, Phil. You don't beg like a fucking crackhead. Do not beg like a crackhead, Phil. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys.
Guys, let's get some subs over on Kick. This has been a very slow week for Kick support. Let's get some support over on Kick tonight, okay? We're on pace to finish for sure. We're on step 114 out of around 150. So we are definitely on pace to finish tonight. I think we
alcoholic brains are mushy.
I don't foresee any reason why we wouldn't complete this tonight, just so everybody knows. But it would be great.
It's DSP
to get some support tonight.
Yeah.
And hit the goal. Remember, if we hit the goal by the end of tonight, it will confirm I'm doing another Lego build in the month of May. So first I'm being asked, am I going to give the plant the WB Frog Boys?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Oh.
Oh, this is pathetic.
Pathetic. Dance. And he marches off stage.
Late night chill, begging like a crackhead, friends.
Very nice. And Jade says, can you say feed me some more? Feed me, Seymour. Feed
hey,
me.
No worries, Caleb.
All right.
Yeah, you know,
okay.
Share these videos on your social media. There's other ways to help.
Bag number 6. Guys, hold on. Let's get some support. Let's get some subs. We have 0 subs on Kick tonight. We only had like a couple subs earlier today.
Yeah,
let's get some subs on Kick. Friends. Let's get a tip right now for Lego Night. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some membership right now. Let's get some support. We're basically around halfway through
Even when he
tonight's
tries to be
build.
entertaining,
Let's get it going.
Yes.
Let's do it for the Piranha Plant, man.
He is boring, Arlene.
Great. So, guys, again, if you're having fun with the Piranha Plant Lego build,
entertainer,
please support the stream. If we hit the goal by the end of tonight, I will commit to doing another build in May. If we don't hit it tonight, then we're probably not doing another build in May, because I'm going to do it if there's interest and support for it. All right. If you're not having fun, then why are you here? Why would you sit in a chat of a Lego build knowing that this was going to be a Lego build, a chill Lego interactive night, and complain that it's not fun if you know that you don't like Legos? Why would you do that? Right?
Sorry about that.
So if you're not having fun, leave right now. Come back when I'm doing games.
He should test toothpaste for his audience.
Are we actually going to go all night with
and I said, yeah, and
deodorant. I wonder if we actually will go all night and have 0 support from Kick. I'm just wondering. So.
Oops. Yeah.
That is it.
Everything is held hostage.
The Lego Piranha Plant
totally
build.
mature adults.
I hope that you enjoyed doing it with me over the last couple of weeks. You might say, well, is Phil going to do another build? Well, here's the deal. We finished this.
Who here would let Phil babysit? I wouldn't let him anywhere near my children, and neither would my wife.
We'll see what happens. You know, if we hit the goal tonight, I probably will do another build in May. I told you if we did,
I've never begged for money on the internet.
If we hit the goal tonight,
I couldn't either, Virgil 16.
In the month of May.
I make a joke out of begging
you know,
for the
these
money.
things are expensive.
That's where Praise the Cash
taking
came
time
from.
away from doing games.
What a chill
So I want to be sure that these are things that you guys are enjoying. If this ends up being the final Lego build we've done, I like doing them over the last 3 months. February, March, and April. You know, it was good to do this variety. Lego builds were fun. So I hope that you guys enjoyed them. I would love to do another one. Like I said, there's a lot. People are saying, hey, do a Star Wars, do another Mario, do a Mario Kart. There's all.
I would rather watch David Wilcock play with Legos.
Right? That would make like perfect sense for everything that's going on. Sure. But obviously, I want people to be able to come out and support them. So let's see what happens. But for those who watched, for those who enjoyed, thank you guys very much.
Oh, JB's spooky review. Yeah, I hear you, brother.
This guy will be in my background.
Here's what I'll say about it. I like to just make a joke out of it. Like, well, I gotta praise the cash. My children are starving. You know, like I was really, when I started the show and started with the super chats, all I could think of is, well, people want to interact with the host. I get that. So I decided to do all of it. But I have a hard time too. Like, I don't want to be perceived as greedy or begging or pushy like Phil is. So, but you know what's interesting, JB's spooky review, is that sometimes people are like come into your life to show you how to do something good. And then there's also, I truly believe that some people enter your life to show you how not to do something. So if nothing else, I learned from Phil how not to be a cringeworthy crackhead beggar, right? You can't beg like that. It's just the fact that he does, and his perceptions are way off. Like, he doesn't think he's begging. He thinks he's motivating. That's what he says.
Hey, okay. Thanks, guys. See you next time. If there is one, stay tuned to find out if there is. So here's the deal. We got about 30 minutes to just hang out.
Now he's going to cry and complain for 30 minutes that he didn't get the money he wanted for building a fucking child's toy.
And have a good time with each other. If you contribute now and we hit the goal, I will be doing another build in May. If we don't hit the goal tonight, then this is it. Then it was
This motherfucker is holding Lego toys hostage for his dents.
a 3-month experiment that was nice to do. It was something different to do. And I enjoyed doing it. But I definitely need people to come out and support these streams, all right? All right, so what do you guys want to talk about? Would I consider building a Yoshi Lego set? I think there's more than one Yoshi.
Robert P is here.
There is a Super Mario World Yoshi that's huge.
You get the subs and didn't show like normal. Wilcock must have set the win.
With the 16-bit Mario with the cape on Yoshi. And it's huge. It's probably like this tall. And it has a
I don't
crank.
see any gifted subs from you, Robert P. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on.
From the game of Mario riding the Yoshi. It's really cool, but it's also incredibly expensive because it's so
I have to do like DSP does too and try to like work your way, Robert P. Like maybe you should enter a debit card, or I remember somebody was trying to gift Phil subs and they weren't going through, so he went into like troubleshooting mode to try to get that money. He begs to reach his goals and begs during marathons to reach more goals. Greedy pig. Yeah, you're right. And Arlene Atkins is here and says he talks down to his followers as if they are trash. Why did they stay? That's what's fascinating about it, Arlene.
That one I really like. That one was going to be like,
whoa, there they go. Robert P has gifted
after doing
5
something
subs.
like over the summer, if this was successful.
Robert P is one of the MVP of gifted subs. You must have gifted 100 or more, or 200, hundreds of subs of free memberships. So friends, if you are in the live chat and you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because when a kind and generous soul like Robert P gifts these memberships, you could win one. Like 5 Sardacher, like Winston, Trippy Liquids, Distracted Gaming, and Luke Lexi. They were all gifted free memberships by Robert P. So thanks, Robert P, for your kindness, generosity, and support. If you got a free membership from Robert P, be sure to thank him. And thank you so much for your kindness, generosity, and support, Robert P.
But let's face it, also, money talks.
And Robert P is always making his money talk. Thank you, Robert P. Big support tonight from everybody. Thank you guys all. Very kind of all of you.
Ongoingly successful. And people wanted to keep seeing Lego builds. Then I was going to consider investing. So I think it's like over $200, if I remember correctly. So maybe I would.
Yeah, he's not going to buy a $200 Lego set for a $150 goal. He won't do that.
Do that one. But that's not what I'm going to do right now. Like, I wanted to do another reasonable one. And then if the interest continued, say, over the summertime, then I would invest a lot of money into a big one. But as you guys can see, can we be honest?
Yeah, and actually, doesn't it take him multiple streams to finish one Lego toy?
We're at $50. And the night is almost over. It's not looking like we're going to hit our goal. So because of that, I don't see how viable this is, right? Like, I enjoy doing it for variety purposes. I like having nights where I'm not just playing.
Yeah,
games.
big ups to Robert P.
And I really enjoy doing these Lego builds. I find
and
them relaxing
all of you
and
contributors.
fun. Like I
Thank
said,
you.
The best part is the
The
aha
Legos
moment
are an
when
investment.
you're building and you have no idea what that next piece is, and you see it and it clicks in your head, and you're like, oh, that's the mouth, that's the tooth, right? Or when we're building, oh, that's the diamond sword that we're building. Oh, this is like a cool, little cactus thing as you're building it. But I need to know if there's interest for it. And it seems like for some things, there's just way more interest right now. What's something small that made me smile today? Outside, creatures in the backyard, because now it's springtime, so we have all kinds of creatures, little squirrels, different kinds of birds and stuff. And we have a dog walking park, and in the back there's a whole area with benches, and we have a water thing for them and a heater
Stop
for
making
them.
fun of my
And
son.
they come
There's
by
nothing
during
he
the
could
day,
do.
and they just play and they do silly stuff out there, and it's really awesome to just
Interest
see
equals
nature.
giving,
And I love
giving
having
you
that in
money.
the backyard,
Yeah,
and I just
absolutely.
smile and laugh at it.
Woodland critters.
Guys, we need 90 more in the next 20 minutes to hit the goal and do a Lego build for May. So will we hit the goal?
He's
Let's
going to
find
kidnap
out.
another
What about
bunny
a
and
TIE
kill
fighter
it.
again? I'd be down to consider other builds if we hit the goal tonight. I saw some reasonable priced Star Wars stuff, and I saw some ridiculous, over-the-top, expensive Star Wars stuff.
Yep,
Thing is,
malignant
I'm not a big
narcissism.
Star Wars fan. I'm honestly more of a Star Trek fan than a Star Wars fan. So I don't know how well it would go down to have me build a Star Wars thing,
He's seething. I did this all for $60.
I've never climbed a tree. The reason
The
being,
Lego cost
when I was
50.
growing up, we did have
I only
trees in the
made 10
backyard,
bucks.
but they were kind of older trees. And my parents always told me, don't climb because
Yep.
they could break.
Yep.
It was funny. We had a neighbor that came over.
You're right,
Started
JB,
climbing the
spooky
tree,
review. And
And my
Crunch
parents came out
Phil
and
is a
started
total
yelling
waste
at
of
her, and the
time.
tree snapped.
$100 and he'll end the
The tree
stream. What
snapped
a
and she
deal.
flew off the tree and busted her ass. So
It's almost like you should
So
get a
after
real
seeing
job,
an actual
Phil.
neighbor
Yeah.
go against my parents' wishes and then fall off the tree, I said, I don't think I want to climb trees in my parents' yard. So I never actually climbed a tree. We didn't have any secure trees to climb.
He needs to wear a blouse to accommodate his man boobs.
I got another $1 tip. Someone's
Absolutely.
asking me 700 questions about authentic Italian food. I'm not answering 700 questions for $1. Sorry. Thanks for the $1 tip.
What an asshole.
That's not how it works. Okay. Guys, it sure would be great if someone could contribute.
Get a
He's
job
gonna
and
ask me
stop
700
begging.
questions to try to
I
have
didn't know
me
you were a
talk for the next
programmer.
25 minutes.
I code in Python as well.
Seriously,
Robert
another
P.
$1 tip from this guy. It's another stupid message. I'm not reading it. Thanks for the $1 tip. Seriously, this guy, he's putting in giant paragraph questions for $1 tips on purpose, hoping that I'm going to talk about it for 20, 30 minutes. I'm not going to. Thanks for the $1 tip.
Somebody else
All
helped
right,
him
so guys, here's the deal.
asked him for cat tips, and he refused to give
If
them
you want
to him
Legos to continue,
because they only
contribute
tipped
now.
$1.
All right. We got 15 minutes left. At 9:30, I'm out of here. I got to set up. I gotta upload, and I got to set up for Saturday, and I got stuff to do to prepare for my days off. So I'm out of here in 15 minutes. Last chance to contribute. If we don't hit it, we're just not doing Legos anymore. All right. I told you guys I would definitely continue doing them and investing this money. If
he calls
people
the chat
would support the
idiots, and then he
stream,
turns around and
or
asks them
else
for
I will
money.
do other things. Right.
It
If I
doesn't
can play
work.
other things, and
Man
hit the goals,
bra.
I'm just
He
gonna do
needs a
that.
man bra.
And I have.
Yeah.
I have done night streams. Minecraft hits the goals. And other games that people want back. Call of Duty usually hits the goals. There's other games that people want. People want me to try new indie games and stuff.
You're right, Dave B.
I'll do
You're
other things
absolutely
instead.
right.
I like the variety, but I need
right.
people to actually show up and support the variety.
Nothing wrong with
Without
making
we're
money
gonna
off
go
a
back to
stream.
gameplay every night. So
To guilt trip you into
let's see
it,
how this goes
scammy
here,
trying to get
okay?
money for a project that's not legit.
Here we go. Yeah, another $1 tip for a ginormous question. I'm not answering it. I'm serious. If you're gonna tip $1,
Listen, just so everybody knows, anybody can ask me any question for $1, and I will answer your question and read your super chat. Dude, the sense of entitlement with this guy is just crazy, right? Just absolutely crazy, the sense of entitlement this guy. I don't know if there's a polite way to... No, I do know. There is a polite way. You guys might notice that sometimes at the beginning of the stream, I remind everybody we're a viewer-supported show and that we read every super chat. But then that's it. I don't keep going. I need more money. We got to hit the goal, guys, or I'm shutting the stream off. I'm not doing this. The fucking begging from him is what fascinates me. And the fact that people give him the money, but I know some of those people are giving him like those dollar tips just to annoy the shit out of him. And that makes it really funny. Oh, and speaking of support, Phil, this is how you do it. Look at that. Lenauser with such a kind and generous $99 super chat. Praise the cash, praise the cash. Thank God Almighty, praise the cash. Lenauser is here with the biggest super chat of the night, probably of the week. Well, and the month, right? It's the beginning of the month. Been incredibly busy lately and behind on all the videos and live streams. But keep up the good work, Stephen. Looking forward to the new show as well. P.S. Suffer broke Piggy DSP, the world's biggest beggar. Yeah, absolutely. And we'll give you a big, for that one, we're going to give you all of the Phil, the bum side Phil begging for monies as a thank you. Thank you, Lenauser.
Throw money at me.
But let's face it, also, money talks.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Cash money, bitches. Cash money. I have a dangerously low bank account. Please tip me today.
Why did I spend the money? Someone asked me, why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money? The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man. Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money. I'm being honest here. I have no money right now.
Well, I have some money, courtesy of Lenauser and all you kind and generous people. Thank you, Lenauser, and thanks for the compliment. We've got a Wilcox Scam weekend coming up. Oh, and look at that. CJ just became a Praise the Cash member. Just so you're aware, if you subscribe on Kick or you become a Praise the Cash member on YouTube during a live stream, we'll give you a big shout out and thank you. So big shout out to CJ and big thank you. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support as well.
Throw money at me.
Ha ha. Praise the cash, bitches. Thank you, Lenauser and CJ. Very, very kind of you. Yeah, I just don't get it with the begging. Like, I would not. It just feels to me like he has no shame. Like don't, especially men, right? Don't normal men like you would do pretty much anything you had to do to not beg like a crackhead. You know, like I've had some jobs that were so bad. You know, I once took a job because I couldn't get anything else. There was a recession and I worked in, IT and finance. So there was no jobs around. I had to take a job digging ditches. Like literally, I dug ditches all day long with a shovel for 8 hours every day. Like, but I wasn't begging at Wawa, and I didn't go on welfare or something or food stamps. Like, he has no shame about the bet. There's no shame in his game.
Ask me a quick one-liner, not a giant paragraph this long that you think I'm going to read for 10 minutes. And this guy is doing dollar tip, each with a paragraph. He knows I don't have enough time to answer all those questions. He's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I will answer any question for $1.
Okay.
Forever. $1 is $1,
exactly.
brother.
Hey, if someone tips right now and hits the goal, I'll answer whatever question you got. But you got to actually do it, and hit the goal so that we're good for the night and we're doing Legos for next time. Then I'll answer.
So desperately seething to hit this goal.
No, I have never bounced on a trampoline in my life. No, I have not. I know many people have. I did not.
How have you never been on a trampoline?
Yeah, I'll answer any question if we hit the goal. I don't know if you'll like the answer, but I'll answer any question if you hit the goal. You probably won't enjoy the answer though if it's a stupid question, an intrusive one.
I used to know this fraternity, and they got a trampoline and put it in the backyard just so that they could watch girls bounce. If you know what I mean, they literally that was the plan. Like, let's get a big ass trampoline, and when we have parties, we'll get the girls to jump on it and bounce their boobies. That place was awesome. And Ty Williams with one for the goal. Stephen is hungry, chat. Open your wallets. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, maybe we'll do a little bit of a internet insanity preview. I'll show you one of the other puppets. And for those that are members, there's a whole video on the puppets for the Internet Insanity Circus. But thank you, Ty Williams, for your kindness, generosity, and support.
But let's face it, also, money talks.
Money does talk, Ty Williams, and thanks for making your money talk to me. Right? Yeah, that is smart, right, Bobby? There was always having all these girls over, so we're like, get a trampoline going. and the girls enjoyed it, and I enjoyed watching the girls enjoy it.
One. No, I never been in a bounce house. Never a bounce house.
Girls
never
get
a
loose on
trampoline.
trampolines.
Yeah, that's my childhood. I mean, like everyone, there's parts of childhood that you liked, right? That I enjoy. I think back fondly to summer days.
Let's hit the
hanging out
goal
with
so
my
we can watch
friends,
TV.
playing badminton in the driveway, or playing with action figures.
I got sausage crumbled pasta, which is one of my. It's the best pasta ever, and it's super simple. It's just ground sausage and tomatoes cut up, and you put it in a pan. You cook the sausage, and then you cut up a bunch of cherry tomatoes into like quarters, and you throw them in the pan, and you leave that simmer for 2-3 hours. Dump it on the pasta. A little bit of seasoning, Italian seasoning, basil, whatever. It's great. Blazing Man said, True Seekers, you make real content and expose scammers. Your begging is ironic. Phil's begging is legit. He is talentless and miserable, hates his audience and everything he does, hence no support. Yeah. And, you know, it's difficult in my situation, Blazing Man, because the UFO people want to believe that aliens are visiting Earth. So if I just ran fake stories and lied to them, I would probably make $200,000 a year easily. But the fact that I'm honestly covering it and showing the lies and the scams and the deceptions to create these fake stories, people don't really want to support that much. But some people do. Like, they get burned out of the fakery and fraud. But thank you for mentioning that. And yes, praise the goal. Yes, praise the goal, friends.
And chasing each other around with water guns and
God bless the
stuff
goal.
like that. I used to have a big.
We're almost halfway to
the
tonight's
thing
goal.
That you could ride up and down. It was Thundercats themed, and I would ride it up and down the street. I loved that thing. You know, I think back to those days, and I think that they were awesome. But that was one.
You know what's funny? I have trauma from my childhood because I never had a big wheel. Never. When I was a child. And I always wanted one. My older brother had a big wheel and he broke the fucking wheel on it. So by the time I got to use it, and my father refused to buy another one, by the time I got to use it, when the wheel went around, it was like ka-thunk, 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 ka-thunk. You couldn't even ride it. But it's so funny. My 8-year-old saw the Green Machine, which really is like the best big wheel ever made, right? He saw a Green Machine on YouTube, and I went on Facebook Marketplace and I bought 2 of them because they're adult sized. So I finally got my big wheel, guys. I love those big wheels. The Green Machine, look it up on YouTube. It's so much fun. And the ones we have rubber front tire, but they still have the plastic back wheels, so they drift. And I love nothing more than to pedal that thing as fast as I can and then turn and just fucking slide all the way down a hill or something. It is so much fun. And I healed my childhood trauma, and me and my son have lots of fun racing our big wheels together. And it's kind of funny that I could ride a big wheel with my 8-year-old son. And by the way, I'm like 6'3". I feel like I used to be 6'4", but I must be shrinking in my old age. So it's a miracle that I fit on that. It's not very comfortable. I wish I could extend it like a few inches, but it's enough, right? Yeah, I used to race down the giant hill behind my grandma's house. Many injuries we have. Yeah, we need a Steven Big Wheel video. I can do that. I'll get my son to video us on a phone, or get my wife to video the both of us. Yeah, I got to work on one of them. My son's asking to ride them again. It's spring, so we'll be doing that, Arlene. And it's nice to heal your childhood trauma. I was always bitter that I never got. For those unaware, like I don't know, my father was Polish, and there's this. I think it's a cultural thing. Like the older son it's like the Polish prince syndrome, people call it. In a Polish family, the older son gets everything. He's like the prince, and the younger son gets the leftovers. What, you know? So my older brother got bikes and, you know, big wheels or whatever. And then when he was done with them and beat the shit out of them and they barely worked, then they were handed down to me.
Aspect of my life.
Same for toys and a lot of other stuff and clothes. And my brother dressed like a slob, so I hated those hand-me-downs from him. I won't do that with my Well, yeah, we actually with our children we do, but they're 4 years apart, and my wife she throws out anything that's raggedy or whatever. But so like my 13-year-old's clothes when he grows out of them, she puts them aside for him. So actually, we do the hand me downs. But my younger son gets new clothes, new toys, whatever. He's spoiled.
Life, and it was awesome, by the way. I had a good childhood. I did. So
Except
I
for
look back
that
fondly on it.
Wolverine
Do I
toy.
miss it? It was a good time of my life, but being an adult, when you can actually make
Reminding you
decisions
of
is
your
much
own
better.
trauma.
Just saying.
Yeah, he's still butthurt about the
Usagi
Wolverine
Jojo,
toy.
I mean, that's a nice thing to say or think, but that's not reality. He goes, even if you don't hit any
Oh,
goals,
thank
you just
you,
keep
Anna
building Legos if
Louisa.
you enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
I'll
long-time
do it
show
off
supporter
camera.
Anna Louisa. Thank you
I'll do
for
it
saying that. I
myself.
appreciate it.
I'll do it in the background. I'll do it. You know what I mean?
Hand-me-down culture.
I have to do things on camera
The
for
big wheel
business
is my
purposes that will
Wolverine
make money
doll.
for
Yeah,
business. That's
yeah.
the idea, right?
Because
if I'm on stream
No, but
broadcasting for a public audience,
it was traumatic because like all my friends had big wheels, and I used to sit on my step in the city and watch them riding up and down the street, and I was very sad, Ty Blee, because I couldn't play with all my friends. They all had big wheels. Occasionally, somebody would let me use theirs, so I did get to ride some. But like I said, I healed my childhood trauma, and if you have something like that, go buy whatever you need. Go buy it and have fun with it and heal that childhood trauma. It's okay. Let's continue here. We're almost through this one. I have one more to share.
it has to be something the public wants and will watch and support. Or else, why am I broadcasting? I could be doing it offline for myself, right? Well, Tubbs, it is what it is.
He's seething over this Lego
all
shit.
Long, did I not?
He's
actually, for weeks.
Seething
Since
over
we
the
started building
Legos.
This guy last week, I said,
"Where's my
if we hit our
Lego
goals,
money, guys?"
I will continue with Legos.
Me and my brother were as
laid
well.
Down the law, explained how it was
Yeah.
going to work. Everyone knew that. We hit all the goals when we did the succulent plant, right? We had an incredibly well-supported birthday marathon.
Then why
for
are
the
you
Minecraft build.
bitching? You've got
So
$3,000 on your birthday, you greedy bitch. Dave B says, I was a BMX nut as a kid, teen, then later downhill mountain bikes. Lots of fun. Yeah, I was the same way. My brother's a mechanic today, Dave B, but as a child, he was amazing with bikes. Like, he would pick bikes out of the trash and fix them up and spray paint them and shit. Yeah, Green Machine was better than a big wheel. Yeah, that's what I got now. We have two. He's straight up demanding money. Yeah, it's never enough for him. He's just going to keep demanding more money and more money and more money.
Even hit the goals last week. This is the first time in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Lego streams that it looks like we're not hitting the goals. So
He's
it is what it is.
seething over this.
It's kind of like what happened with Disco Elysium. You know,
He
those
is
first 3, 4,
seething
5
over
streams,
this.
people wanted it, but then people stopped showing up, and then the people who were supporting stopped supporting. What do you want me to do? I got to move on to something else people actually want, or else why am I streaming it? All right, everyone.
He is seething
Absolute
over
last
this Lego
chance.
shit.
If you would like to see another Lego build happen, in which what we'll do is on the future podcast coming up, we'll look on Amazon, we'll look at other Legos, or maybe not just Legos, but other things too. Figure out what the build will be, probably order it and do it sometime in May, over May, so we could have it for June. You got to support right now.
Come on.
This is it. This
Drop
is the
that
absolute
money.
final
Come on,
countdown.
guys. I'm
We gotta hit the goal
ending
of
the
150.
stream.
We're
You
at
got to
70
pay me
right
now.
So $80. If we hit it right now,
Yeah,
we will
definitely
lock
cool
in. And
memories,
I will
Dave B.
commit to buying another whole Lego and doing it with you guys over the month of May. If we don't hit it right now, that's it for Legos. We'll retire. And I'll say thank you for the time that we spent, because I did enjoy the time that we spent.
I don't like
I thought that it
downhill
was
mountain
great.
biking.
I enjoyed
Nope.
doing the Legos here. This
Nope.
setup was perfect for it, was it not? So I'm glad that we have the versatility to do stuff. with
Last
this
chance
setup,
while
and
the
that's one of
chat
the nice
says
things
please
we did.
go.
But you know, the criteria were what they were. I made it as clear as possible. Okay. What I need to do is I need to clean up my room now.
says put this towards the trampoline for the strippers. Absolutely. We'll start a trampoline fund. That's one for the goal. Thank you for your kindness.
But let's face it also, money talks.
And thank you for letting your money talk to me, Trolly Troll Troll. Big long-time show supporter. He's getting more and more angry, Phil, as he realizes the stream is ending and he's not going to hit this fucking Lego goal.
Because now I've got Lego boxes all over there and stuff. Like, I want to move these over there now. Let me do that right now, actually. Give me a second to do that. I'm going to move these Legos over there. And then when I come back, If we hit the goal, great. If not, that's it for the night. So you guys got to do it right now. Okay.
Right now. I need the money right now, guys. Come on. Right now, I want that money. Now he's seething.
All right, guys.
When he looks and sees no more money, he's
That's
gonna
it.
seethe.
Nothing. All right.
Nothing.
So that is it for Lego
Phil.
Nights.
Suffer.
Again, I hope that you guys enjoyed the Lego Nights while they
Oh
last.
yeah, what happened to Smart Guys? That's a failure too. Phil fails at everything. He certainly fails at gaming streaming because I even put it in the song we use here. He sucks at games but makes you pay. You know? Get your wallet. There's games he must play. He sucks at games but makes you pay. And then he failed with the wrestling show. Now he's failing with the Lego shit.
I said I had fun with them. They were a good variety, but that's that. If people aren't going to support them, that's the end of it. All right. But thank you to those who were here tonight. Thanks to those who did support them. And you know, maybe later on in the year we'll re-explore it. All right. Like the one, I'll be honest, the one I was seriously thinking about doing was the Mario Kart one. I would have to pre-order it, and it comes out the middle of this month, like May 15th. So I'd probably have it by like May 16th, 17th, and then we could do it 2-3 weeks in a row.
Anybody know anything about the Friday Night at Freddy's thing? My wife and I don't know, my son's like, oh, I have to pre-order it or I won't get it in time for his birthday. So we just bought it. But wow, I'm never done buying video games. It feels like my son is really, that's why I laugh at Phil, because like my son is like beating like the AAA titles in a week, you know? And I'm like, God, I just spent $60. You done it already? He's like, yep, I beat it. Can I get another game, Dad? And I'm like, shit.
And build it. It's 1,500 pieces. So I figured we could build it a little each week, and we could actually have it done by the time that either the Switch 2 came out or that same week that the Switch 2
yeah,
came
he's
out.
going to
That's what I was
stretch
thinking.
out a Lego
That's why I
build
needed the
over
support. Dude,
10
it's
goals.
$170 plus tax. So I can't drop $200 on a Lego when I make $70 a night playing the Legos or doing the Legos, you know?
Playing with the Legos. Yeah, you child.
Does it make sense? That's the equivalent of when back in the day I was selling the Project 7 shirts for a $20 Patreon pledge, but it cost me $45 to ship the shirt to Europe. So I lost $25 on each shirt.
Loser. You charge people actual
All right,
shipping,
guys.
you dumbass.
Well, that is it. Thanks for watching. I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm off Friday.
He's off on May 1st. Imagine that.
All right. I wish you the
I
best.
bet you he's jerking off right now. He spent May 1st reminiscing and jerking himself off again.
I hope that you
At least he didn't do it in front of children today.
have safe and fun streams of great chill vibes, whatever you're doing. You get caught up on my stuff. Remember, this week we had great progress in both Oblivion Remastered and in Clear Obscure Expedition 33. We did have a real...
I'm going to buy that Oblivion Remastered. And by the way, I'm trying to cut my... what's a nice way of saying it? I'm trying to cut my drinking way down. That's the best way to say it. So I need something to do at night to like unwind before I go to bed. So I think I will buy that. 20 Flyers 18 with one for the goal. Big up, Steves. I always try to catch the pig roasts. Keep it up. More eyes on this disgusting behavior, the better. Yeah, thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated. Big support tonight, friends. Thank you.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
He's upset that 20 Flyers 18 gave me that $5 instead of him, right? Thank you, 20 Flyers 18. Very, very kind of you.
Really awesome stream of blueprints, great progress, a fun Minecraft stream where we started Java Minecraft, which was awesome. Okay, and had a DSP tries it, right?
And now he's going to have the board meeting.
Okay? So we did a lot this week, right? We absolutely did. Next week, what's in store? When I come back on Saturday, it's actually...
More begging. That's what's in store for next week, you dents. More me begging like a crackhead.
Going to be the daytime stream will be a chill podcast followed by more Oblivion Remastered on that first stream. And the late stream is the return of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I haven't done it now in 2 weeks. It should feel refreshing.
He's terrible at Call of Duty, by the way.
To do some multiplayer. People have been asking me, when do you do more competitive multiplayer? Saturday night. And then Sunday, it's going to be more Clair Obscure paired with a Minecraft chill night in Java Minecraft. Keep in mind this week, I may actually do a...
Very exciting. Exciting, positive, meaningful content he's got planned.
A stream of indie games. Because now we got rid of Disco Elysium, so we can maybe open it up and play a new indie game or something like that, okay? But this week coming up is a long-ass 7-day streaming week. Saturday.
Yeah, he's taking 2 whole days off this week of begging, so he has to beg for 7 days straight next week
to
make up for the lack of begging. You know, he has to make up for the begging breaks he's taking this week.
Friday, and the marathon will happen when we hit 50 goals. You know, it sucks. Last night on the late stream, we didn't hit the goal. Tonight for Lego night, we didn't hit the goal.
Yeah, because you are a fucking greedy beggar, and people are getting... What's he going to do if, like, the support drops off even more than has been lately? Like, what if he's down to, like, $25 in support per stream? What is he going to do? Do you think he'll get a job?
It's staggering.
I think he'll go on welfare and food stamps.
I was hoping that we were going to get it for like Sunday, but now it looks like we may.
Or he'll be one of those guys that like declares himself disabled to get a check, you know?
Even hit it to like midweek, so maybe it'll end up being at like...
He's like, he'd walk into the Social Security Disability office and tell them that he's retarded. I need a check. I'm retarded. I would believe him.
End of next week? I guess we'll have to see. Okay? But anyway, I had a great week. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I wish you all the best. Have a good night. I will see you all this Saturday. Enjoy the 2 days away.
And fuck you for not giving me enough money.
Peace out, everyone. Be safe.
Do you think he takes May 1st off because the trolls will go crazy in both of his chats talking about it?
See you then. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got another one to share, and these are from Snort Hogan Clips. Go make sure that you subscribe over there. Do I have this set right? Yes, I do. Oh, and thank you, 20 Flyers 18. Check in with the Kick chat as well. See if we have any more support over there to call out. We call out every single person. Clydesdale just became a Kick subscriber. So big ups to Clydesdale, and thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated. Clydesdale's a big supporter over on Kick. I keep seeing your name. Thank you, Clydesdale. Much appreciated.
Throw money at me.
Big support tonight, friends. Thank you.
For school or work, off on weekends.
Yeah, and this one is titled DSP begs for $1,350, crashes out over undershirt, Argentina membership troll, rant, Snort Hogan Clips.
More time to plan for it ahead of time, stuff like that. In this case, because of the timing.
This is the boardroom meetings. Like, this gives me flashbacks to my days working in corporate America and cubicle farms, where they'd call you into meetings and some asshole middle manager would do shit like Phil does.
Okay. Unless we get an incredible amount of support. All right. So we're talking, I would have to hit 9 more goals between now and like Sunday, right? If we get 9 more goals between now and Sunday, then yeah, we could do the marathon on Sunday. And that's like, for me, my opinion is that would be perfect timing. Sunday would be the perfect day because more people would be here. Food.
So demanding. Like, what are each of the goals? 150? Like, he's demanding like $1,500 from his audience.
Booze, variety of games. It would be a great, positive, festive vibe to start the month of May.
Yeah,
but
I'd be positive
I don't think
too.
we're gonna hit 9 goals between
if morons on the
Sunday.
internet gave
We
me
would have to have
$1,500,
a massive rallying. And the thing is, this week actually has been on the slower side. For example, this week we have less than.
I love how he's always complaining. Like, no matter how much money he collects, it's never enough. You ever notice that? And he complains, right? He hasn't figured out that things are averages, you know? Like, if you hit the goal 8 streams in a row, but you miss it on the 9th, doesn't it just all balance out? Like, the law of averages? Do you really need to complain to the audience and cry like a crackhead because you didn't hit one?
30 gifted subs over on Kick, which is insanely slow for me. Usually I have way more than that.
Well, he lost all the keynote
so
viewers.
Because of that, I don't see that real momentum happening.
Momentum.
So, realistically, I'm thinking
He needs the
that I
momentum,
probably will be
friends.
hitting the goal maybe around the middle of next week. I mean, that's if you just say, let's say I hit every goal, one a stream. There'll be 2 today, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 2 Monday. We'd probably hit it around Tuesday. But that's assuming we hit a goal every single stream, which doesn't happen.
Oh,
then again,
poor Phil and KVP. I have commented on this multiple times. KVP says, sometimes I forget how old this pig roach is. 13 or 43. Legos, the Switch 2 saga. I don't know how the few dents he has like him. I hate his snorts and laughs, and he makes after a terrible joke. I have commented multiple times that everything this guy likes is for children. Nintendo, fucking Legos, children's wrestling video games, or just even wrestling. I'm sorry, wrestling is not for grown men. It's for children, KVP. Or am I wrong, right? I think it's for children. But hey, thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support, KVP.
But let's face it also, money talks.
Yes, money talks, and thank you for making your money talk to me. Autistics, says Terrius Gaming. Yeah, I think he had no childhood, says Albania MP Anna. Yeah, maybe. I mean,
sometimes we hit multiple goals a stream, and
he's certainly got spoiled single child syndrome. That's for sure.
That's not predictable. Like, you just don't know, right? So, all that being said, let's see what happens. It's this simple. The more you support, the more goals hit, the sooner the marathon happens. I would love to do it on the weekend, but it would take probably a miracle for that to happen. You'd probably have to have one or several very generous individuals.
Yeah, this is a Hail Mary. This is his Hail Mary begging for $1,500 in a few days' time.
Buy and support, whether it's Kick, YouTube, or a tip or whatever. We'd have to have a giant amount of support. And I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll see what happens. You know, never say never. Because every time that I say something like that, all of a sudden people...
Never say never. I believe in you, disabled people. You just got your checks, right? You all just got... It's the first... Well, no, this is yesterday. It's going to be the first of the month tomorrow. So send me most of your disability check, you moron wheelchairs.
Shock me. And, you know, quite frankly, this whole last 8-9 months has been amazing. It's life-changing. Now I have a much better setup. We have flexibility to do whatever we need to do.
We'll allow us that number one antagonist.
PC game, a console
you like
game,
wrestling
no
and
matter
you're
how much
autistic.
it costs, what the availability is. You know, I've been able to spend some more time with my wife, which has been great. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days where I can spend time with her, which I don't normally get to do. And it's been amazing. So
he's not looking forward to spending time with
you
his wife.
that this would have
He's
happened
lying.
in the last 9 months. I never would have guessed. Okay, and it has. So, like I said, never say never.
You don't
Let's
make
see what
money
happens
because you
over
spend the whole
next several
stream begging
days.
for money.
But
Get it? Yeah.
This would be a good time to get started.
He does enjoy
For
watching
example,
sweaty
last
men
night
grab
on the
each other.
Blueprint stream, support was incredibly
Yes.
slow. But I think that's a symptom of, number one, Blueprints now being a night stream when normally it was a day stream. And number two, the fact of the kind of game that it is. You'll every once in a while get someone who really likes that kind of game coming by.
He does
It's
seem
not gonna be
desperate to get away
consistent,
from her. Yeah.
right? So let's get back on track today. You guys have really liked Expedition 33. Me too. I love Expedition 33.
I will say
think
this.
it's
I do think absence does make the heart grow fonder. Like, I've been going to the cabin by myself to sort of clean up the forest around the cabin. My wife is always very concerned if there's like fallen trees and shit. I have to clean it all up. She's concerned for the children, but I love going there, spending a couple of days by myself. It's quiet. I get away from my kids. I do some stuff for my family, setting up and getting the cabin ready. I've got some upgrades to do this year. I got to rebuild a camping trailer next to the cabin for my wife's family. They stay in that, and it's a wreck. This thing's like 25 years old. The floor rotted out. I got to replace the floor and all this shit. But I love coming home to my wife and kids on Sunday, and I look forward to she makes a big Sunday meal. and it's usually ready right as I get home. So that's awesome, right? Yeah. Somebody needs to show folks outside in the street this video begging for 1,500. Yeah, it's just so cringy. Like, come on, guys. I need $1,500 so that I can then drink like an alcoholic and eat fast food on stream this weekend. I need the 1,500 first.
Now, outstanding, original, fun game. I can't wait to play it today. All right, so let's get it going.
Let's
stick
get it
around
going,
after
friends.
this podcast to enjoy the game, and also let's get some support rolling if you can. Let's see if we can hit some of these goals and get to this marathon, right?
Yeah, we need that support rolling. We got the momentum,
Cheers. Awesome.
right?
1 second. So I'm just going to say, anonymous $10 tipper who started tipping today, thank you for the support. This is great because we want to build momentum. You know, last night we didn't hit a goal. We definitely want to start hitting goals every stream now so we can do the marathon ASAP.
Oh, sure.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, I need $1,500 so I can drink and eat fast food on stream for you guys.
Never bother to the
Dude, I ought to try that. Can I get $1,500? I'll drink and eat fast food on stream for the whole weekend. I'll even stream myself sleeping if I get $1,500, right? Wouldn't that be exciting? Actually, I think streaming myself sleeping would be more exciting than Phil's streams and higher energy. Suffer piggy.
$1.50. He says, I don't understand. If people receive memberships, what make them fake? All right. He's bringing this up because, once again, this is 2 days in a row. Someone is using the VPN exploit on YouTube to mass purchase memberships. If you don't know what
who
this
started
is, something
tipping
that's been
today?
going on YouTube for something
It's
like
a fake
4 years
tip.
now, and YouTube never has fixed it. They got upset because they found out that people
Yeah,
were
a lot of
buying
that going
YouTube
around.
premium subscriptions this
He's
way.
like a panhandler in the
But
street.
they haven't fixed the problem.
Gets
Here's
into
what it
their
is.
BMW.
YouTube, unlike other sites, like other websites, don't do this at all.
Yeah, I
YouTube
need
has this
$1,500 to eat
bizarre
chicken McNuggets. Yes.
pricing structure. They look at the country you live in
Caleb.
based on your IP address.
Come
when
on,
you
don't you want to
log
watch
into
me
YouTube.
sleep on stream?
And then they price things how they feel as appropriate for your country. So, for example, if you live in Argentina right now, your dollar is worth like nothing. Seriously, the Argentinian dollar.
That
has
sounds better than watching me
terrible
sleep,
value,
AZ.
okay? But the people who live in Argentina
Riddle of the Sphinx
don't
on
make a lot of
Atari
money.
2600
It's
for
not like,
1
oh,
hour.
our dollar's worth
Yes.
nothing, so when we get paid $1 million a paycheck. So basically, the Argentinian economy and people are not doing very well. All right.
Yeah, I think I
Because of
am,
this,
actually.
YouTube prices things
You know,
differently for people in Argentina.
I was thinking
so for
about
example,
it.
if someone in Argentina were to buy a membership to a
I was thinking about it recently. Like, yeah, I am living the American dream. You know, I got a nice house. We have no debt. My wife and I are very fiscally conservative. That's a nice way of saying cheap. But we're both that way. You know, we both love to save money. So, and I'm a do-it-yourself kind of person. Like, I got to put a toilet in next week. I'm doing that myself. And there's nothing wrong with my wife's toilet in the master suite, but it's just old and kind of raggedy. So she wants a new one, you know. And we have very little debt. I do everything I can myself. I just had a tree fall in my house. The guy wanted $1,000 to cut it up and get rid of it. I was like, no, I got a chainsaw. I'll do it. But thank you for your estimate, you know. Good for you, Caleb. That's a good thing, too. Yeah, that's a great thing. Not having a mortgage payment to worry about. Yeah, he wants $1,500 to play with Legos. But, yeah, we have that cabin. And, you know, once in a while, like, somebody pisses me off because they tell my wife, like, oh, you guys are so lucky. You have that vacation home. And I've been building that cabin for 5 years. It wasn't built with money. It was built with time and dedication. And I really did build that cabin out of trees and trash. It cost nothing for materials, you know. Well, it cost something, but, you know, yeah, doing very well. After he gets to 1,500, he'll be right back to begging tomorrow because he got drunk and blew it all on mobile games. Yeah, I can imagine he drinks gin and plays that stupid game where I don't understand how you spend that much on a phone game. It's crazy.
YouTuber, it would only.
I got to have that. Does anybody know? Does the TJ Gamebox, does he go on streams? I want to get him on the show to just, Somebody's got to fucking explain to me how he spends this much money on a mobile wrestling game. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Cost a few pennies. Seriously. As opposed to anyone else who was going to buy it, they'd have to pay like $5.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
For Argentinians,
I haven't gotten
pennies.
to it yet. That's all, Adam.
Okay.
You
So
know,
you might say, well, that's
it's on the honey-do
now you
list.
can actually afford stuff, right? The problem is people have been massive.
You know what, though? Adam Levers says, still working on fixing that toilet. Yeah, I mentioned it a few times. I always joke with my wife and I go, listen, if I say I'm going to fix something, I'm going to fix it. You don't have to tell me about it for a year, okay? I'll fix it. Just tell me once and then I'll fix it, but it might take a while. Yeah, like a year. I think she has been asking me if we could get that fixed for like a year. So I gotta get it done for the honey-do list. But the good news is she'll be happy, so that I'll get some happy fun time out of it, Adam, if you know what I mean. Get those husband points, and I cash them in immediately for happy fun time, you know? Happy fun time. If you take care of your wife, she'll take care of you. I always say that.
Massively abusing this for years. What they do is they use a VPN. They pretend like they're from another country. They log in as if they're from the other country with this new account, and then they'll dump
No, I think the toilet's more
massive
important
amounts of
than me looking at sweaty men.
memberships onto the viewers of someone. And the reason that this is a problem is simple. YouTube only allows one membership per person. Okay? On Kick, this isn't a problem. Do you want to know why? Because on Kick, unlimited memberships per person, or excuse me, unlimited subs per person. There's people on Kick who right now have 3 months of subs built up. Kick is crazy like that. They'll just let you keep having ongoing subscriptions, and it keeps stacking. But on YouTube, you can only have one at a time.
Toilet. Gross.
Now, if you are a ginormous content creator on YouTube and you get tens of thousands of viewers a day, it's probably not a big deal. But if you're a mid to small time YouTuber, if people are coming to your channel and just dumping and dumping and dumping nearly valueless memberships on your channel, what ends up happening is now you can't get valid memberships.
Yeah,
if
for
someone,
$1,500 I would.
Dumps
Absolutely,
1,000
I'd watch
fake
wrestling.
memberships on a channel, and the channel only gets a few viewers a day, like 10, 20 viewers a day. Well, now let's say someone actually wanted to support your channel and tries to get you a gifted membership. There's no one to give it to. Out all of them, and it just sits there and never gets assigned, and therefore it never goes through. And the person actually
we don't
gets
pour
refunded.
big. My wife is very
This has happened
strict
to me a
on
couple
that.
times over the years where someone gave so many.
I have a jar under the sink for bacon grease. I'm not allowed to dump bacon grease even in the sink. She doesn't like it. I did it. She caught me doing it once, and she lost her fucking mind. You can't dump bacon grease down the drains, apparently. Yeah, and we put it in a jar now. Like, that's what we do.
Fake memberships out that my channel had something like 3,000 paid memberships, out of which I only got actually paid for like 400. So there was like 2,600 fake memberships that I got paid like $5 for overall amongst all of them. Okay? And that just sucks. It does. It hurts a channel. Luckily for me, I no longer have all my eggs in one basket because I'm streaming on YouTube and on Kick. If someone does happen to screw over my YouTube side there with the memberships, people on Kick supporting kind of make up for it. It's not that big of a deal. But at one point a couple of years ago, it actually did. I took a big financial hit because of it. People were gifting so many fake memberships that I wasn't having anyone buy real ones. That's the other thing. If everyone has a gifted membership.
How is this his viewers' problem, right? Like, I just don't understand how he's got to bitch at his viewers about this.
No one's ever going to buy a real one. And each one should have been a few bucks. So now you get nothing, right? It's all gone. So anyway.
Yeah, he's explaining how the
you may have
detractors
noticed this
can
morning,
felt
this idiot
him.
came by and gifted a bunch of them. I banned them. They did it yesterday. I banned them. There's nothing you can really do because YouTube has to fix it. This is not anything that can be fixed by a streamer. It has to be fixed by YouTube. And we all know YouTube is one of the most lazy, slow-moving.
Yeah, I cook steaks in it
bad
sometimes.
Timing to react
Slushy
to anything businesses ever created. You can literally step by step explain to them how things are being.
I get
and
that.
they just
He
ignore
is.
it. I actually
it.
did
I
2
get
years
it.
ago. I was step by step explaining this to YouTube customer support. They don't care. They were just like,
You're right.
Oh well.
Number
But
one
don't you
antagonist.
understand that you could put mid to small time YouTubers like out of business? They can't get legit memberships. Well, oh well, they don't care. We'll submit this to our team for review and consideration. That's all they say.
Oh boy, hey, Cootie the Kid 07 is saying big ups, everyone. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support. I haven't checked in the goal. We will in a moment here.
Dude, I'm going to make so much money. This is insane.
Yes, absolutely. 23 of 50 for the goal for overtime. But quite honestly, I've had a rough week. For those unaware, David Wilcock is accusing me of, I don't know, shitting his own pants. Like, he's telling people I'm a terrorist and I'm sending bombs in the mail and shit. It's been a wild week. So I'm okay with no overtime tonight.
And then nothing else.
And I do have some more stuff to do in here. For those unaware, you may notice when you watch some of the replays that we rebroadcast that I was using this really cool multicam setup, and honestly, I just got lazy and I stopped because in order to use that multicam setup, I have to keep the streaming location extremely clean. And the problem with that other room is it's my office and it's like a dumping ground for everything. I don't know how the rest of you men are, but my wife has this thing that, like, apparently my children are allowed to have shit everywhere, all over the house. There's toys everywhere and shit of theirs, but nothing of mine is allowed in any common area of the house. So, like, if I leave something anywhere in the house, she just picks it up and puts it in my office. So it's a big dumping ground. But I'm going to be, later tonight, I'm going to be working on the multicam setup in this room. And she can continue to dump all my crap in the office over there. Thank you, Cootie the Kid. Big ups, everyone. Let's continue. See if we can get through this beg session and crying session, boardroom meeting.
They don't give a shit. So it's not a big deal, quite frankly. The most annoying part about it is that the channel gets spammed with pop-ups that really aren't beneficial. You don't need to see the 50 people got valueless memberships, right? It's not like you're selling.
I don't understand how they're aren't they paying for the gifted memberships?
Braiding because someone just massively supported the stream. It didn't happen. You know, you made a few. Look, no exaggeration. For the 50 gifted subs when they dropped that, that's like $1. So, woohoo! Now, if you get one of those gifted memberships, good for you. You still got it. You still get the benefits of it, but it doesn't benefit.
It doesn't benefit him. That's the problem. It doesn't benefit him. I'm feeling like I might need to get a VPN and go visit Phil's streams.
Fit me as a streamer. You see?
Suffer Phil doesn't benefit me. I'm not interested.
So I hope that explains it. Every once in a while, someone asks the question again, and I explain the situation. I know it sucks because some people don't know about it.
You should know better.
And then when they see it happen, they're getting excited.
You're thankful you have an office. You're right. I am.
Bill just got.
I've never. This is the first house I've ever had enough rooms that we could do that.
These people, you know, abusing this. So,
you know, our last house was 3-bedroom. This house is technically 5-bedroom, but the one room is like an attic room almost. And that's where my office is. So, yeah, I am thankful that I have that office. I do all my research. I do the show prep. I do all my editing there, work on music in there. It's really great. And now I have this room, which I promise I will show you all more of. Oh, I almost forgot. I want to thank, remember we had links on the show, friends? That was fun. And why can't I make it? There we go. Links sent me 2 of these. I have one for each side of the desk. So, and she's selling these 75 each or 150 for the pair. Just contact Links Drama Queen on Twitter if you're interested in getting 1 or 2 of these. She sent 2 to me. They're mirrored. So I have one on each side of the computer here. Really awesome. And I don't know, man. I have a 3D printer, but these are so much better than my 3D printer could make. These are just, I think they're resin or something. There's different material than I've been using with my 3D printer. And she hand painted them all. That's Bob Lazar's sport model on the top. And I love this because it reminds me of UFO grifters, right? They're trying to keep the illusion up of aliens visiting Earth and UFOs and flying saucers. So make sure to visit Link's Drama Queen on Twitter. She's selling these to anybody who wants them. So you too can get a True Seeker set piece. Yeah, it does looks like it's resin. I think that it is. And she sent me a really nice ashtray as well, and my kids some candy from Canada that they've never seen before. They were excited about the candy. So thank you, Drama Queen Links. Yeah, and once I set up the other cameras, you'll be able to see these on the actual set much better, I guess. So big ups and shout out and thanks to Drama Queen Links. Very kind of her. Let's continue with the piggy.
Anyway. All right. Well, that's that. It's not a big deal. If it happens again on the stream, I'll just take care of it quick. It's not the end of the world. It's just
It's not the end of the world, but he's bitched about it for 10 minutes now.
Not really, don't really care anymore. Been there, done that 5,000 times. Okay. So, thank you for the first couple of tips there. Let's get some more support going. Who's going to be the first super chatter of the day? Who's going to be the first member or gifted member of the day? And over on Kick, I'm looking at all of you. Who is going to get
twisting those arms? Yeah,
because we need some subs over on Kick. We really do. It's been a slow week. Like I said, we have less than 30 gifted subs on Kick, and that's crazy. Usually on Kick we get tons, and there's been almost none. This week. So let's get some subs over on Kick and get that momentum going. Okay. So pretty awesome.
Momentum is the key word.
Next time we play, but the problem is people are not supporting Blueprints. Last night during that stream, we had maybe 2 people who did super chats, like 1 tip. By the end of the night, basically, I made $40. And I'm like, damn, that's, obviously a far cry from our goals. Now, the good news is,
Suffer Phil, he's so upset he only got $40 for that one.
Blueprints has done well up to now. And I love the game. It's not a game that I want to drop. It's not. I actually like it so much that I want to continue playing it, and I will this week. But I do hope that people will be aware.
Yeah, I'm not going to play the game if I don't get my money.
All right.
Even if I like the game.
Will come by and start hanging out and show up and support that stream. If not, let's say you're someone who watches Blueprints on demand after the fact. Please consider supporting it in another way. A super thanks on the video.
He's begging for money after the stream ends. He's begging for money after. Listen, guys, listen. I just wanted to mention that after the stream ends tonight, I really need your support. So hit that super thanks button, you brokies, right? Like, even if you weren't here for the stream, I still need money from the replay crew. Atlas couldn't even carry the weight of the grift. Atlas couldn't even carry that. Yeah, that's why I love it. I love it. She did a great job.
Helps a lot and lets me know you're still enjoying it and want to support it. Or you could come by on a different stream whenever you can make it. If you contribute, be sure to say, hey, FYI, this is my support for Blueprints because I like the game, just that I couldn't make the night stream. I understand that Blueprints was many days.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to give you this money during this stream, but I gave you the money after the stream, King Phil.
Streams, and then I had to turn it into night streams when more new games came out. Excuse me.
Oh my God,
that's what usually happens.
Dirty beggar.
When we play games like that are ongoing and lengthy, and eventually they have to become late night streams.
Oh, thank you for that, number one antagonist.
Let's get some support going for Blueprints. I like the game. We're so far into the game as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are something like, if you do the math, I think we're like 16 to 18 hours in, even though we're only 12.
Sorry, I couldn't give you money last night. Here, take everything I have, King.
Was like,
the greed does know no bounds.
So, please support Blueprints moving forward, especially when I bring it back next week. I'm craving it. Like, right now, if I could play it, I would be happy playing it because I like it that much. I want to play it, but
yeah, he's never happy playing anything. He wage quits half the games he plays. Master Betty with one for the goal. Here's another one. DSP created Kojima World Order. Ha ha ha. Well, thank you for your kindness. That's one for the goal.
But let's face it also, money talks.
Yes, it does. And thank you for making your money talk to me, Master Betty. Happy May 1st burst, everyone. It's the anniversary. 9 years ago today, Darkside Phil masturbated in front of children.
I gotta keep the variety going, right? Okay. This is hilarious. So here I am, I'm sitting here, I'm talking about all these topics. Okay? Interesting topics, things about the schedule.
Now he's gonna
viewers on
see.
Kick are saying, your undershirt is too long.
Suffer Phil.
I'm talking about how the month went, talking about the awesome games I'll be playing,
He's
the games I'm
seething.
playing now, planning for an awesome marathon. This is what you're thinking about. This is your major focus in life right now.
Yeah,
is
your
the
shitty
length
shirt.
Of my undershirt.
Yeah, it's really too long.
Do you think maybe there might be something wrong? You think perhaps that's not normal human behavior? That you're so obsessed with my undershirt that I'm wearing on the
he's
stream?
seething.
You think perhaps that could be something? There's a word for that. Perhaps there's like a diagnosis for that kind of behavior that maybe would be accurate to describe it, and that perhaps
He doesn't take criticism
when you
well.
hyperfixate on something that's completely pointless and meaningless and trite, but you just can't stop hyper-focusing on it for some weird reason. It's the most important thing to the world to you, even when it's not the focus point of attention and no one else is talking about it, but you just can't help but hyperfixate on something so
Phil.
inconspicuously unimportant in the world.
He's so pissed
Do you know
off.
what I'm talking about? You think there might be a name
He's having
for
a
something
fucking
like that?
meltdown
You think we can figure
over
it
one
out?
comment.
Anyway.
One comment. He's having a fucking meltdown. I don't know. I've never had anybody comment on my clothing on the show. Well, not in a negative way anyway. Sometimes people say, oh, I like your shirt or whatever. Darkside Raider with one for the goal. Here's what I don't get. He will drop a game for low support at the snap of a finger, but put Yakuza in the title, and we are finishing no matter what. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But thank you for your kindness.
Without going into specifics yet again, yeah, I have no money. I'm being honest here. I have no money right now.
Bumpside Phil thanks Darkside Raider for his kindness, generosity, and support. Big support tonight. Thank you, all of you. I like how his cup is so dirty and greasy. He must never wash his hands, this dude. Yeah, I need $1,500 so I can get fancy, shitty lights like Phil.
I am fine with my clothes. In fact, they're very comfy. This is a bamboo shirt. Yes, this is a shirt made mostly from bamboo fibers, which makes it incredibly stretchy.
That sounds itchy.
Incredibly cooling. It's like a wicking shirt. It wicks moisture, but also it just keeps you cool. It's very aerated undershirt. I really like it. This shirt, I used to wear buttoned. The reason that I'm not going to wear it buttoned anymore is because it's got this, it was mismanufactured, basically. This right here is supposed to fold over, so when the shirt's buttoned, it looks good. But look what happens. It just flaps over, and you can't actually get it to not do that. They mismanufactured it. The button actually should have either been lower, or that shouldn't have been that long. So basically, whenever I tried to wear this shirt, and I would button it, it would look bad, because this thing would be flapping over like that, and I can't stop it, you see? So I said, well, I'll just wear it with an undershirt then, right? That's as much thought as I gave to it. It's kind of annoying. It won't. I'll just put an undershirt on then. That's fine. Oh no, we're going to hyper.
I wonder that too. How big of a strap on does his wife peg him with?
And talk about.
I think he likes the big black ones. Big black strap on. King.
How about stop being fucking obsessive and weird and
that's why he's like seething because he's half drunk probably. Yeah, I don't look like my mom dressed me. He does. You're right. He really looks like his mommy dressed him.
Let's continue logically, shall we? Thank you very much. Oh, I've tried everything. Enriel Roy says, did you try
still
ironing
talking
the
about
down?
the undershirt.
I tried ironing the shirt. I tried steaming the shirt. I tried some streams. I put a freaking paper clip on the shirt to try to hold it in place. I'm just
throw it out.
It's too much effort for a stupid shirt. I like the shirt, but it's too much effort for a shirt that I'm wearing on a gamer stream. I'm not some kind of a fucking
Mr.
fashion
Consumer.
model coming out here. I'm not on Hollywood. I don't have 5,000
He is doing
paparazzi
everything he was
filming me to put me
describing,
on
yeah.
the front page of Vogue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be in a tabloid today.
14,
I don't care.
14-inch Mandigo.
So I said enough of this
strap
annoying
on.
thing.
Yes,
I'm just going to wear an
14-inch.
undershirt on it. I don't give a shit.
He's fixating on the shirt. Yeah, 220.
But no, I really didn't expect that we would have very, very hyper-focused people over on Kick talking about the length of my undershirt. Ridiculous.
It is
There you go.
ridiculous.
Flatman B says, I'm very concerned that one of your collar edges may not be symmetrical. Well, stop the stream, stop the podcast, stop the world from spinning. We've got to solve this problem. It's the biggest priority of everyone's life right now, right? All right, well, that's pretty much what I got for today's show. All right? So first of all, thank you to those who have done early support. I appreciate you.
Oh, my God.
Let's get some more going.
Let's get some more money. I haven't gotten enough yet
First of all, our first
start
sub
doing
on Kick.
anything.
We don't have a sub on Kick
He
today.
hasn't done
We need to
anything.
get some momentum going. Let's get our first sub over on Kick. Outside of that,
He should help
anything
Wilcock with his
appreciated.
grift.
Please,
Yeah,
let's get
those
some
two
support
losers
today.
deserve each
We
other.
need to hit the goal on this stream to get momentum going towards the marathon. Again, the sooner the better. I would love to do the marathon this coming week.
Shout out finger
hopefully as early as
sniffers.
possible, maybe during the weekend. That would be great if we could. So let's get it going. And then, of course, please stick around because after the stream, I should say the podcast, it's time for more Expedition 33.
Dale's
Today's
Pocket
major story
Sand
development
is
in the game.
here with
That's
some
what we're focusing
support
on, is
for
story.
us that I didn't have to beg for. Says good. Phil is talking about his shirt. Finally. Yeah, absolutely. Finally. Praise the cash, though. Dale's Pocket Sand.
Why did I spend the money? So just why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Yep. He's great at extracting money from the morons, but thank you, Dale's Pocket Sand, for your generosity and support. Oh, boy. Oh, we got how much longer? 20 more minutes of this.
Okay, so I hope you'll stick around for the story stuff.
20 more minutes of
Very
begging.
nice. Now,
Let's take a...
That's amazing. Who's going to match?
Let me take a quick break, though, because let me see if I can't share this tab instead. Oh, no, hold up. 1 second. Oh, no, that's not going to work. All right. I was going to share the new show, Internet Insanity Circus. I have something else that I could share, maybe. Well, there's nothing in that I don't mind sharing. I was inspired by Phil with these puppets, and the puppets basically in the new show Internet Insanity Circus, the puppets do the begging for me, so I don't have to. And I swear to God, I am using Phil's model. I'm even doing a Super Beggar sampler. This one is not that, but I just think it's funny. You know, like let's see if we can't take a listen to this puppet, which is it's a beggar, but the begging and bitching at the audience is totally inspired by Darkside Phil. See if you could pick up on that. Let's take a listen to this guy.
Welcome to the Internet Insanity Circus. Welcome to the Internet Insanity Circus. We want to take a moment to thank all you big supporters. Let's get some more sub bombs tonight, friends. Let's get some subs. Let's go. Time to praise the cash. Praise the cash. Praise the cash. Thank God Almighty, praise the cash, bitches. So don't be a brokey loser leech. It's time to get your wallet out and send us some money.
Get your wallet out.
Let's go, motherfucker. Producing quality positive content ain't cheap.
Quality positive
This fucking
content.
circus doesn't run on peanuts. You cheap bitches. This circus runs on one thing. It runs on cash. So get out your wallet or purse and buy your ticket. Otherwise, no circus for you, you brokey bitch.
Brokey
Don't be a
bitch.
brokey bitch. Support the circus by buying a ticket today. And let's get crazy up in this motherfucker. Let's go. Let's get some subs. Let's praise the cash. Welcome to the Internet Insanity Circus. Let's go.
So I really did think about Phil when I made these puppets beg. Right, I'm not going to have to beg. The puppets will beg for me for me. Right? Can we give the monkey Phil's time slot? Yeah. Justin says it's incredible. Yeah, so that's just one piece of the Internet Insanity Circus, little preview for you. I didn't include that in the recent Patreon video. I just finished this one last night. And I got to tell you, I used to be very into puppets, and I wanted to make a movie like The Dark Crystal or something like that, all with puppets, and I never got around to it. But I have been jumping right back into puppetry, and I've been having a really good time. And of course, I'm cheating with some digital help.
Match that.
But I like
He's
it.
gonna match those 5 gifted subs with 5 more, so that way we can keep that momentum rolling, right? There we go. Okay. Let me just take a look quickly at this.
I got one better than that. I have one better than that.
All right, I'm not going to.
I messaged the person that had that Broside Phil puppet, and he hasn't gotten back to me. But I figured out a way that I could sort of borrow it, if that makes sense, digitally. So I'm using my 1 slot on 11 Labs to clone Phil's voice. So we'll be able to have a Darkside Phil puppet that begs like a crackhead. Ha ha! Yes, and Blazing Man says, I would sooner give that puppet all my money than a single cent to DSP. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think it's funny that the puppets are going to beg like Phil, and they degrade the audience. Like, you brokey bitch, get out your wallet.
Entertain the nonsense. I've already told you guys this, right?
This new show is going to be really fun, I think.
Please understand that. Because it looks like we just got $3 in tips, but it's stuff that I'm just not going to address on stream. All right.
If people are giving him money, he won't read the super chats.
Ridiculous questions.
Or
I'm not
answer
going on
questions.
dramatic tangents. Okay. None of this.
Pure greed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we got some fake gifted memberships. Let me just get rid of those quickly. There we go. Done. Just like that. Boom. Okay.
2 more tickets for a positive reward. Yes.
Popping up in just a second.
The second monkey puppet did sound like Wilcock. Yeah, I have another one I could play for you guys.
This will keep happening over and over the course of the day. Sylvester Stallone, to address this, if you guys, I'm just going to say this. You guys know, you will know the level of harassment that I get. You know that I can't talk about stuff that I do outside of this room or on broadcast until it's after the fact, right? So if you say, hey, Phil, can you tell us all about what you're going to be doing on your days off for the next 2 days? Alrighty? I have an answer for you. No. I can't tell you about anything I'm going to be doing on my days off for the next couple of days.
It's top
especially
secret.
Not specifics. Why?
It's top
Because
secret.
if I did, weirdo, brainless fucks would probably
Weirdo,
try
brainless
to screw me.
people.
I can tell you about what I did on my days off when I come back, but I can't tell you about them ahead of time. So I want you to understand it's nothing personal.
What does he think that people are going to meet him at this fucking supermarket and harass him in person? Like, why can't he talk about? I don't know. I'm having a couple days off coming up, and I'll be going to the cabin. And every week I say I'm going to stream from there, but I haven't yet. Right? Maybe this week it'll be different. We'll see. Yeah, he's such a celebrity. He can't tell people where he's going to be because they'll show up and harass him somehow.
Right? At all. I hope that Sylvester Stallone understands that. This is not something personal. I'm not trying to blow you off. I'm not trying to insult you or call you a jerk. I actually appreciate your interest in me and my private life and what I do. I just can't safely tell you anything. Let me tell you this. I actually do have quite a few things lined up for the days off because I couldn't. There's certain things you just can't do on like weekends. Even though you try really hard, it just doesn't work out. Okay. So, I had to take this different time off than usual to do certain things. But I certainly can't tell you I'll tell you later. All right.
Oh, I got some big plans,
Exactly,
but I
it's
can't.
oversharing. And when you
I
overshare, especially when
can't
you
talk
overshare ahead
about
of
it.
time and stuff, people try to mess with your life, and you know.
No, only
and
you,
really
Phil.
do. You gotta be
Nobody
careful.
else
I've
would
learned to be
mess. I
careful
could
about this
say
stuff.
anything I'm doing, nobody would mess with me. I don't know. He's paranoid, man. Yeah, we can all just laugh at Phil. Wilcock has money? Not really.
Okay, so
He's broke.
we've covered all the topics that I would like to cover. By the way, again, these are more bunk gifted memberships. So congrats to anyone who's getting them, but sadly, they don't benefit me.
Go to the dump. Go to go to the
Thanks for the early
store.
support as well.
DoorDash. Do WWE.
Let's see what
polls.
you guys want to talk
That's
about.
his days
Tag me in
off.
chat,
Yeah,
and let's have some
absolutely.
conversation. We got about half an hour to shoot the shit before I get into Expedition 33.
Oh my God.
I'm not canceling members. There's no way to cancel a membership. Once it's gifted, it's gifted. I'm trying to stop these pop-ups from bombarding the stream that aren't legit, because these are, you know.
He's going to the Social Security office to get disability. Hi, I'm retarded.
You know, I really support your content.
Yeah,
That's what
Phil, you're not that
supposed to be for,
special.
giving people credit for their support. It's not supposed to be someone changed their IP address to say they're from Argentina and spent $1.
You're right. Nobody respects
buy
Phil.
7,000 fake memberships because they're
Yeah, hey,
stupid,
Wilcock is
you know.
broke. If he had any
Thank you for
money,
that
he would have
momentum.
already
Let's
sued
keep that
me.
momentum going.
He's got
Let's
no
hit
money.
$100 by the end of the podcast, so that way there's only not that much pressure when we get to Expedition.
No, I
33.
didn't.
Maybe,
I didn't
maybe we can
anticipate or
double it up
plan
and hit
this.
2 goals today to make up for last night. That would
But
be great.
I just want to say, like, I didn't plan to do all these shows about Phil after I just planned on doing the interview. But then once I got into it, and I just couldn't. It's like watching a car accident or something. Like you can't look. I can't look away. I got trapped in this Snortex. Wilcock has not found the dildos yet. No. We'll do the big reveal on my birthday, May 31st.
Let's see what happens. So, by the way, for the record, it looks like I received a generous contribution, but it got frozen by PayPal. So I want to see if I can actually log into
Let me
my
see if I can
PayPal,
get that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
because I think I know who it's from based on the email address. And if it is from them, I actually do trust them, and I'm going to count it. Give me a second.
Oh boy. He's so money focused. He's got to get that money, friends. He needs that money. He really, really does. You know, like do that after the stream.
Here it is.
Just
can I see it?
he makes you angry and you still come back. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, me too.
I received a
The pig
$50
roast
tip.
eternal.
I can see it. It got put on hold, and I don't know why.
Stop it, Phil. No $50 for you.
Many times in the past.
I need
so
that money,
trust
please, please.
All of their payments up to now have cleared. I don't know why this one didn't. Let me see what they have to say.
This is like a crackhead trying to get $1 on their Cash App. Yeah.
Hey, Phil, I'm very sad to see an end to Disco Elysium, but I completely understand. I hope you continue to play other indie games like Blueprints and other excellent.
Yeah, they're anonymous,
and
but he
thanks
knows who
again.
they
So there
are.
you go.
Yeah, he needs
Yeah,
that
I
money
know.
right
This
away.
This person was one of the people who had been consistently supporting Disco Elysium. Consistently, like they were there for almost every stream, and they were
So they're a
supporting
moron, right?
So it sucks. They couldn't make it to this last one.
Debt money
and we
is
ended up
due.
not even doing $50 on the stream.
This is
And like
probably
I said,
fake, yeah.
No one had showed up. Everyone on the stream was complaining,
Trip
saying, "Hey, stop playing this game."
Quisitions
That's why
are
we made
back.
the decision to stop playing. Okay, but I agree with them.
Disco
Like I like these
Elysium
indie
fiasco.
style games. I think they're different. I think that they're refreshing. I like playing them. And that's why it's sad when I see less and less people showing up for them, less people engaging, less people supporting them. I do feel like these indie games should get
He gets sad.
more attention and more support on a
He gets sad when less people show up. No, he gets sad because less people means less money to beg from dents.
streamer like me and my stuff. I just don't get why people won't show up for them.
Get a job,
So
Phil.
anyway.
Yeah.
100%. I agree with you. Thank you for a $50 tip, even though they put it on hold.
Pork chops and
I'm in the house, like I
applesauce.
said,
Yeah.
this particular
See,
person
we're having
has
pork
contributed
chops and
tons of times
applesauce.
before.
Troll, troll, troll.
you know.
No,
via
this isn't the
streams
wrestling
like
show. This is just him
Disco Elysium,
having a
so I know this
fucking
is gonna clear.
meltdown because he needs money.
I have absolutely no idea why PayPal put it on hold today, but I know it's going to clear. So thank you so much. That's a $50 anonymous tip.
That would make me uncomfortable as well. Yeah, it's cringeworthy. It's really, really cringeworthy and kind of. And good to see you here.
Thank you guys so very much for that. And let's keep it going. How about this? Now let's hit the goal by the end of the podcast. That way, we could just focus on the game, and we can maybe hit a second goal while I'm playing Expedition 33 to make up for last night's Blueprint stream. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get some more support. Let's get some more subs over on Kick.
Beggar sampler.
There. Let's get some more.
It's a beggar sampler.
All right, Sylvester Stallone, enjoy your ban. I've had enough. Seriously, you're just a fucking idiot. You're just a fucking mouth-drooling dunce, and I've had enough of it. So goodbye, and don't come back.
Oh, ban heavy.
Yeah, you guys can
He
cut the
wonders why he's having trouble hitting goals. He's banning people. Even people that are giving him money are getting banned.
Shit on Kick. Sylvester Stallone, literally on this podcast, first he's asking me for things I'm going to do on my day off, which he knows I can't talk about. Then he's saying, "Oh, did you hear about this thing that could personally hurt Phil?" And by him talking about
just
it,
whether he could get
what he's
whatever he
trying to do
wants
is
out
get
of him.
attention for
Yeah.
it. Which then, if it actually
Phil
hurt
is
his fingers,
allergic
would
to
hurt his
jobs.
fingers, so why would he do that? He's an asshole. He's doing it on purpose.
He's allergic
He's
to
literally bringing up
jobs.
every negative thing. So no, he doesn't get forgiveness. He doesn't get his butt kissed. I don't care how many fucking stupid emotes you guys use in chat. He's an asshole.
Eventually, he plays the
by
game.
the way, it's a
but it's like an hour of him
If
begging
you
and
don't know.
complaining. Yeah. Banned.
We got a LARPer.
Gone
I had a
forever.
$5 super chat from a LARPer. Hilarious. Well, thanks, LARPer, for $5. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to read the message because it's stupid. It actually is. Why do people make sock accounts? Well, there's two reasons. Okay, there's two reasons to make a sock account.
To felt
First,
Phil.
like mine.
One of them is
Reason
to felt
number
Phil.
one
Yes.
is that you're a legit supporter. You're someone who actually likes my content, but you're well aware that people who support me.
Hey, Gemma
in
Jackson
big
is here.
ways, like,
Now
let's
it's a
say dropping
party.
big member
Welcome, Gemma
bomb
Jackson. Good
or
to see you
a
here.
big tip. That people tend to kind of come after them and harass them because people are weird on the internet and just obsessed.
And we have none. Raj Dog 20 just became a YouTube channel member. And if you become a YouTube channel member during live broadcast, we'll give you a big shout out and a big thank you. So big shout out to none Raja Dog 20 and a big shout out, big ups, big support. Thank you for your kindness.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
They are too powerful. And thank you for making my dollar signs in my bank account more powerful. Nobody is going to hire Phil with his zombie resume. I used to have to interview and hire people for a big company. And I don't know what I would think if I saw Phil's resume. I think I would probably laugh at it. Steve, you should cover Wings of Redemption sometimes. He makes Phil look like a decent person in comparison. It's on my list. Yeah. There's some people I'm not interested in, but Wings is pretty interesting. Is there going to be a redemption arc after he beat his wife, threw his wife at a table on stream or what?
With the fact that I'm successful while they're not, and they're miserable and I'm happy, they can't stand that. So they try to harass people.
Does he seem happy to anybody else? We've had 29 minutes of him complaining. Happy people don't complain for 29 minutes straight.
Who support me, you see? So by using a sock account to do anonymous donations, like an anonymous tip
Stuff
or dropping
Piggy?
50
Yeah.
subs on Kick, but it's a name no one ever saw before, it protects your identity. No one knows who to associate that with, and who cares if they go harass that account? It's a dummy account. They're never
Yeah,
looking for
he
anything
power
anyway.
bombed his wife through a table. Yeah.
The other reason to use a sock
Nice
account
guy.
is because you're someone who already has been in a chat and banned a bunch of times for acting like an asshole, but you
Yo, if I ever did anything like that to my wife, she would murder me. She would literally cut my cock off in my sleep. I just know her. She's very vindictive and vengeful. Like, I try to keep her happy. Wake up with my dick in a blender if I mess with my wife. She's fucking vicious, dude.
still want to keep coming in acting like an asshole. And a lot of the times these people conjugate with others who are assholes, right?
Yeah.
I should say congregate, not
Everybody's an asshole but Phil.
conjugate. They congregate with others who are assholes on places like Discord, which is apparently the more and more I learn about Discord, the more I'm like appalled that people use Discord as just like degenerate community of people who are just fucked in the head.
Me
doing
too,
disgusting
Crud.
things.
Yeah, me too.
I can't believe some of the things I hear now. So yeah, they sit there and they're
My favorite was I had to do a job interview for somebody, and they were like, "How long is this going to take? Because I need to get my lunch." And I'm like, I don't know, like 30 minutes." And she's like, "Oh, can I come back after I get lunch?" And I'm like, "Your interview is scheduled for this time." And she was bitching so much, I just straight put a red mark on her file.
online communities on Discord, laughing, joking, memeing, disgusting behavior, because it's all toxic, negative internet.
I'll check it out, Dave B.
And then they talk
Yeah,
about topics.
I'll check
You
it
got to
out.
go do this, say this in the stream, and do this.
Phil
When they're on a
conjugates
stock
with
account, they
assholes.
think that
Yes,
no
he
one knows that
does.
Them, they think that, they'll never figure it out who I am because
Yeah.
it's a new account or a stock
Absolutely.
account, right?
If you're worried about lunch during a job interview, you've already lost the job.
Anyway,
Read the kick chat. Okay.
Zangief
Let me get
says,
over there.
yeah, after I gifted you last week, people kept following me on Kick and harassing me, but it's not my main account, so I don't care. That's what I mean. That I would strongly recommend anyone who's actually going to support me in some way, you should not have any public-facing account that has real information about you. You should protect your identity online. You should always do that. Like, just in general, everyone should be doing that anyway.
Chat.
But notably, when you're doing anything
Wings is better
positive,
even with him throwing his wife at a
understand that
table.
There are actually mentally ill people who
Toxic.
stalk me and my followers and my viewers. And
Free
stuff
range,
like that, right?
grass-fed ATMs. Oh. Dead air,
So,
dead air.
Yeah, it's just a good strategy. Don't open yourself up to online stalking and harassment by using accounts. Like, for example, if you have an active YouTube channel that you use all the time for stuff, never use that channel to contribute to me. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna tip, never tip with your real name. Never tip with an account that's another account online that you want to use, right? Never do that.
Yeah, I don't think Wings is any better than
That's
him.
the way to
No.
protect your identity. It's just the best way to go
Yeah,
about things.
protect your online identity from a man who whacked it live in front of children. Yes. You need to protect your identity while you're cranking one out, right? He's talking like he's running a prostitution line. They are both scumbags, yes.
The Blim says, as you know, I used to be on YouTube. You also know that I used to send in tips and things like that. I literally had to leave YouTube. My email was linked to an Xbox account, and I had someone email a dude I worked with. Absolute insanity. Think about that. Because someone contributed to me with a YouTube account associated with it. Someone data mined.
Yeah, he sounds like a retail manager bitching because his team didn't get enough rewards, accounts, and credit card
Do you see how
applications.
crazy
Yep.
that is?
He's
And
a
that's how
mid-level
people are. These
manager.
people are actually insane. When people say to me, no, that's not true. Why would you say that? No, it is. People who are of sound mind do not act like that. Because people of sound mind.
Everybody else is crazy.
This is the one life
Phil's
you get
totally
on planet
sane,
Earth.
right?
You have a limited amount of time to breathe.
Yeah, he got his
to
switch
act,
orders
to
canceled
live.
because he shared his
You
personal
must make the
information.
best of the
Don't
time
take
you have
tips
on
from
this
this
planet.
clown.
Because
Do not
it's
take
going to be
tips
gone
from
someday.
this clown.
And that's
He's
just a
just
human condition. So people who are mature enough to understand that realize, man, I got limited time. I got to use my time for good things, for fun things, for positive things, building others and myself up, making positive things for others.
Oh, this is
Now,
so
I'm gonna spend my
positive.
entire day
Begging like a crackhead is so
harassing,
positive.
stalking, bringing down others around me. What good does that do?
Caleb, that's funny.
Now it
Did
takes
you know,
away from
I
you.
used to have a rule when I worked at corporate America that I refused to shit at home, Caleb. And I would take big, long ones, you know? Like I'd take a newspaper in there with me. I'd be in there for a half hour, 45 minutes. I just said, why should I shit at home? I'm shitting on the clock. I would refuse to take a dump at home. I mean, if I had to, I had to. But generally, I try to wait till I get to work. Take that big morning dump, Caleb.
Your life experience from others' life experiences to make people miserable. When you become a certain age and a certain level of intelligence and maturity, this epiphany happens. This switch flips in your head. And you're like, God damn, I got limited time left. I got to make the best of it. The people who act like this He's on
Considering the way he eats and drinks, yeah, he does have limited. This guy's gonna fucking have a stroke on stream one of these days.
online crazy harassers are fucked up here. They're not of any mature level of thought. So to them, actually hurting people on the internet they don't know is a good and valid use of their time.
66-year-old that plays Minecraft.
It's the brain of a pea up here. It's like a fucking,
Positive and
an
meaningful.
infant. And some people, sadly, never get that light switch.
Did have a stroke on stream.
They actually stay ignorant their whole lives. They don't get that epiphany level.
Pitch a loaf in the company
shit,
truck.
I should do something good for a change.
Mature enough.
And that's pretty sad.
Coming from Dark Side Phil.
More and more people
he plays children's video games, but he's mature.
Maturity and epiphany. Instead, it's just they stay in that really fucked up tunnel vision.
Tasha Panties.
Way
Thank you for your kindness. Tasha Panties says we call those serial shitters. Yes, absolutely. Why shit at home? I would shit on the clock because I was getting paid to shit, and that made me happy. I hated every corporate company. Well, no. One of them I didn't mind. The others I hated every corporate, especially cubicle farms, man. If you ever worked in a cubicle farm, it's just like you go into this big building and there's just cubicles as far as the eye could see. It is so depressing. I'm so glad I'm never going back to a fucking cubicle. I will dig ditches first or work at McDonald's first. But thank you for your kindness.
I have no money. Why would you give that man money?
He's upset. Why would people give me money instead of him?
Thinking, and what meaning does their life have?
I don't know. My life's pretty meaningful.
Sad, huh?
It's meaningful. I made so much money shitting on Phil that I'm buying a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Actually, I was going to buy a 4-wheel drive truck for my neighbor, and that's off the table now because he went to fix it up before giving it to me. It's been sitting a while, and like the frame is all rotted. And he's a good friend of mine. He doesn't want to sell me a shitter, so I got to find another vehicle. And I bought an electric dirt bike, an e-bike with those big fat tires. It's like a motorcycle, but electric. It's crazy. It does 60 miles an hour. I don't know, Phil. My life's pretty meaningful, and I got a lot of new toys coming my way. I bought this workstation from shitting on Phil, probably. Well, part of it anyway.
The reason that I use the term LARPer is very simple. It means live action role player, but it's the perfect way to describe someone who is a troll or an internet messed up person who pretends to actually like me or anyone, but the only reason that they're actually
Burnell
there
Enterprises
is
provided me a
person
truck,
or
all
deride the
expenses
person,
paid.
Right? So here's a perfect example of that. Someone claims that they're a supporter of mine, but then they sit in the chat, and when someone new comes in, they harass the newcomer with, "Hey, did you support today? Why aren't you supporting Phil?
Yeah, I
Why
may
aren't you
get the
sitting?
battery
Why would you
upgrade,
do that?"
Major
It's
of
my
India.
job to say, "Hey, here's the ways to support my stream. Here's what you can do." By doing that, they're creating a hostile environment. So that person who's a newcomer will actually be like, "Whoa, I don't like this atmosphere," and they leave and never come back. They're actually trying to hurt me, not hurt me, and they do it on purpose.
Have you
They know it's
considered
against
paying
rules,
to be on
but they do it
WWE
anyway.
Champions Leaderboard?
That's a live action role player or LARPer.
Never.
A pretend fan who's here only to try to hurt me or be a thorn in my side or
Phil
actually
watching
try to give me
detractor
a
content.
downfall when it's never really going to happen. But that's what they're doing. They're
He
being
watches. I bet you he watches all the
with their
detractors
actual,
or a lot of
way
them.
that they act and say things. Okay. Exactly, Cade. Say, when was the last time you donated? You
His
want
entire show is just
I've never
talking
seen you
about the
super chat.
show, yes.
Why aren't you contributing? Why aren't you
Oh,
doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Like, wait,
ridiculous.
what? Why would you do that to a newcomer? Because
Ridiculous.
you actually want to piss them off or scare them off, and then they never come back. That's why.
Yes, she is
And that's what
fat.
these LARPers
We'll leave it
are
at that. MGD is.
It's
a bitch.
time to end the show, everybody. Thanks for a great week. Thanks for a great month. I just want to end this saying it's been a great month. April in general was a really good streaming month. Okay. I had a great time with all of you. It didn't matter if we were just chilling, if we were building Legos, if we were during a crazy birthday marathon, if we were shooting people in Call of Duty, if we were beating people up in RPGs, right? If we were all the stuff we did, talking about WrestleMania, and opening packs of cards. Right? Like so many things we did over the course of this month, right? It was just a great month in general and an unexpectedly good month because, again, on paper, it didn't look like many games were coming out, but then we got shocking releases like Blueprints, Oblivion Remastered that ended up being really good, right? So thank you. so much. And like I said, the way I see it is this. If on a month when there's pretty much nothing going on, things can be great, then imagine months coming up with big high-profile new releases, new consoles launching, right? Big events happening. I think we're going to have a great time together.
We're going to have a great time.
If anything, what we've seen is because I have the gaming PC, because I have the ability to get and afford anything, the setup, right? We have that flexibility to do whatever, and it's a much better feeling than when I used to be so confined to, oh, I can only play on a certain console, I can only afford a certain thing. It's a very different feeling. It's a great feeling. Thank you for an amazing month. I'm very much looking forward to
thanks for all that birthday money.
Several releases like Doom the Dark Ages, the new Capcom collection, among others, that I think are going to be very exciting, but also continuing on with the things we're doing and stuff like that. All good stuff. So thank you, guys. I'll see you in May. All right, guys, I'll be gone for a few. Enjoy these clips.
One last beg session before he ends the stream, I guess.
When we come back, it's time for more Expedition 33, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. We're already 2/3 of the way to the goal. Let's hit that goal this stream. Maybe an opportunity to do a double goal, make up for last night. We'll see. But thanks, guys. I'll see you.
Yeah, even if I hit my goal, I'm just going to set an additional goal so that you morons give me even more money because I didn't get enough money last night. What a greedy pig. Greedy pig. Greedy pig. So greedy. And I remembered that I have another puppet from the Internet Insanity Circus. And I apologize. Things are like skewed. Like this should be more over there. No, the other way. I apologize. It's like off center. Still setting up this alternate streaming location. So we made it through the whole boardroom meeting, right? Russell T. Trombone, 200 cents for the DSFF Dorkside Felt Fund. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. I really appreciate it.
Why did I spend the money? So just why did I spend all that money? Because I'm going to get more. Trust me. I know I'm going to get more. I know I'm going to get more money. You don't have to worry about it.
Dorkside Phil. Thank you, Russell Trombone, for your kindness, generosity, and support. So I think I might have played this puppet before, but I'm going to play this one again. This is another one of the begging puppets. And of course, the begging puppets are inspired by Darkside Phil. I don't want to beg for money. It's a new show, and we got to beg. The new show will be kick only. We're hoping to start it in 2 weeks, but we'll see. I really would like to. I've been working on it quite a lot. There's a lot of production pieces besides the puppets. I've reached out to a few old friends, and we're going to have some interesting, let's just say we're going to have some interesting, unique performance videos on the show as well as all the craziest clips on the internet. We've got Karens, we've got cheaters, we've got police body cams, tasing videos, just the funniest shit I could find, pranks, just the funniest shit I could find. But here's another preview of the Internet Insanity Circus, one of the begging monkeys.
Welcome to the Internet Insanity Circus, my friends. I just wanted to remind you that the Internet Insanity Circus is a viewer-supported show. That's right. It's time to praise the cash and dig deep into your heart and even deeper into your wallet. Our show host will thank every supporter live on air. We need your support to keep the circus alive, so let's go. It's time to drop some dono bombs and stand up and be counted and recognized as a big show supporter. So get out your wallet, smash that subscribe or gift us sub buttons below our video and support the show. If you have never donated, you may have to edit your credit or debit card information one time. After that, you can send us some subs and help us praise the cash whenever you want. Praise the cash, friends, and God bless the goal. Let's get some new subscribers. Let's get some gifted subs so we can keep the show going. Let's go! It's time to praise the cash, motherfuckers.
Oh, we've got I think somebody asked me how many puppets there are in the show. I think there's 10 or 15. I don't know. I have to go through and count the ones that we've got a lot of monkeys. There's a tiger, there's a lion, there's an orangutan, a bunch of monkeys, some furry monster kind of Sesame Street like ones, right? When are you going to do Griff Month? I'm hoping to do that in September. it keeps getting pushed back because every week I try to make a few fake, I try to find some really good UFO videos and Bigfoot videos every week, Caleb. So it's going to take some time to get them all together. Because when we do Grift Month, for those unaware, I'm going to become a grifter, a UFO and paranormal grifter for 1 month. And we're just going to pump out fake shit all month and see how much money I can make being a grifter. Master Betty with another one for the goal, number 30. And the goal has now expired, I believe. So we didn't hit the goal, but when we consider the tremendous support, all those gifted memberships, we hit the goal. More than hit the goal for the money that the goal would have been if we hit the 50. So many kind and generous people tonight, Lenauser and all of you gifting memberships. Thank you all for your kindness, generosity, and support. Master Betty with 2. He has no idea what the Dean's List is. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But thank you for your kindness, generosity, and support.
The dollar signs are too powerful for a lot of people, man.
They're too powerful for me tonight. Big support tonight. Thank you very much for your kindness, generosity, and support, all of you. Gemma Jackson says that's hilarious. If you remember, Gemma, there's a video with all the puppets so far. Except for this latest one that I shared tonight. I didn't get that done until last night, so that wasn't included, right? Filthy Pig says, you said fake, bro. No, I meant, I didn't mean fake. I definitely didn't mean that the videos, all these amazing videos of aliens and flying saucers will be fake. None of them are fake. They're all 100% real. Absolutely. Guilty Pleasure Cinema is here. One comment and someone has their life dedicated to obsessing, and yet he's rambling on and on and on about it. Yeah, it's just so cringe. It's just so cringe. So, friends, we've done our due diligence, both for tonight and for the week. I really am hoping to include one more show this week because there's some things going on in UFO land that I really need to cover. But it's just one of those things. There's only so much time in the week. I should have done a show on Monday. Instead, I took off to start setting up this alternate streaming location and some other things. Now I regret that. I should have did that on Sunday and did a show on Monday. But we'll see if we can't squeeze one more in. So I'm not sure when I'll be back. I'm going to try to push that one extra show in for the week. If not, Monday's Monday or Sunday's Sunday, You can only do so much in a week. So we want to take a moment to thank you, kind and generous benefactors, you Kick subscribers, you people on Kick gifting subs, you kind and generous people gifting memberships, sending super chats, super stickers, super thanks, PayPal pledgers, people buying me a coffee, Patreon supporters, YouTube channel members, Kick subscribers. Thanks to all of you for your kindness, generosity, and support. Much, much appreciated. So that's all I got for you, friends. Happy May 1st. It's the 9th anniversary of the May 1st burst. Where were you when Darkside Phil masturbated in front of children? Ha ha! Suffer, piggy! All right, so that's all I got for you, friends. I may be checking in over the weekend, or like I said, there may be one more show. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, X, at Stephen Cambian. We always announce the shows there a little bit before, at least a few hours, 3-4 hours I like to, before they are set to broadcast. So follow me over there. Also, be sure to check out our website. It's truthseekershow.com. And from there, you can get all the latest episodes, whether you want the audio version or the video version of the podcast. It's all there. And if you are listening in audio podcast land, we love and appreciate you, but you're missing half the fun. So go on over to YouTube, put Truth Seekers, one word, in the search bar. You'll see a strange and mysterious guy with sunglasses. Go to the channel, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you too can come and be a part of our live tapings. You are most welcome. So, yeah, that's all I got for you, friends. Until next time, my name is Stephen Cambian. Good night, and God bless all of you.
Dark corners of the night, secrets hidden from the light. Whispers turn to screams, shattering all your dreams. Eyes wide open now, truth you can't disavow.